Hello and welcome to another episode of Dork Tales. This is generic fantasy setting number 17735, season 2, episode 33, Call of the Wild. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, and tonight we are joined by my 4 players on this epic adventure. Why don't we introduce them, starting with the person on my right. Hi, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Malia Sunsworn, the Dwarven Tempest Cleric of Vela.
You get it right every 32 times. It's good.
I mean, I figured they should kind of just know it by now. I mean, this is what, episode 60 total?
This is episode 60
between the two
total.
seasons? Like,
It's so good. I love it. All right.
honestly, you should know who I am by now.
Oh wow, there's an ego. There's your ego. There's your diva power coming through. That's what happens to level 10 clerics. You should know who I am. I'm a big deal in my religion. I love it.
I really am.
It's really true. You should have like a title like pontiff at this point. Hello, Amy.
Hello, I am Amy, and I am playing Tia Armstrong, the half-orc druid.
All right. Hello, Winter.
Hi, I'm Winter. I play Mars, the Tiefling Rogue.
Hello, Mike.
Hey guys, I'm Mike. I am playing Zeno. He's our half-elf ranger.
All right. So last session, you all managed to escape the Temple of Okanan the Magnificent, the god king that had once ruled over the desert land of Apesh. In doing so, you went toe-to-toe with Tuamaphilia, an ancient sphinx that had been bound to his tomb for eons.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And you managed to not only defeat her, but do so without killing her, sending her back to her celestial plane. In a really great fight, actually, guys. That was probably the most fun I've had in a D&D fight ever.
It was very good.
So hello, everybody in the chat. Hello, Kel. Hello, I Rock the Camaro, Diggity Blog, everybody. Good to see you. After that, you went and charged Okanan's device, the Terra engine, with the Eye of Nirn that you recovered from the Nirnish statue in the basement of this temple. From there, as the temple collapsed, you entered an unstable portal that had been destroyed during the fight. Oop, we blinked a little, my bad. Boop, boop, and boop. There we go. You used an unstable portal to escape the collapsing rubble of 600 meters worth of stone, or some such like that. Stepped into the unknown, and then we took a vacation. So welcome back. If you guys haven't already updated, remember you are level 10 now. Congratulations, you did it. You did it.
The
You're on top
highest
of the world.
I've ever been.
We're big shots now. Now we can demand way more money.
Yeah, like an extra 5 gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
Every little bit counts.
it's true.
The fudge flavored coffee is okay.
I was hoping
Nice.
for better.
Winter,
it's
I love your
alright.
hair.
It's not really
Great.
good.
What's that?
It's
Winter, I
not really
look-
good.
And I'm saying Winter's hair is fantastic.
Yes, this is true.
All right. So with that, does anybody have anything they need to do before we start off?
I need to fix the mat under my desk chair because it moved when I was vacuuming.
Perfect.
Yeah, 1 second.
I need to just calculate how much gold I got on Apesh real quick, but I can do that while I'm gaming.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I'm just going to double check what level 10 gave me just to be
Wait,
sure
hold
I
on.
remember it all.
No.
At one point, I wrote down that I looted 3 gold pieces off somebody.
Because you're that petty. I love it.
Sorry, that is what I went crap about at the start because I realized I was off the edge of the mat and it was going to drive me insane.
That's okay. And guys, I'm so happy because my chair is finally shipped. So soon, anybody who's listening to the audio will no longer hear this. With me using a metal folding chair for the past, 5 months of game.
Your
I can't
back's
wait
going to
to
thank
have
you
like
for the
an
change.
actual chair so I don't have to sit on the floor.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be so good. We're getting so pro, guys. All right. So with that, everybody has their level 10 stuff. Everybody has checked and seen what they need. And actually, 1 sec.
Oh, I do have a quick question, actually.
Yeah.
How health-wise and spells, we are picking up immediately where we left off?
You are picking up immediately where you left off, although you
We did level, so you freed up the health, I think you said.
Yeah, your health will be back at full. Whoa, what did I just...
Oh,
nice.
I thought we just got however many points we rolled, we added to our pool instead of, or are we doing full?
This time, you can be at full health.
Yay! That's so nice. Thank you.
There's so much of it.
For reasons. If you're just starting to dungeon master yourself, always qualify everything you do. Basically, just be a lawyer. It's great. All right. So you guys ready to roll?
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
do it.
Let's do it.
I'm feeling like tonight's gonna be a good night.
Oh, and thank you, Psychotic, for resubscribing. All right.
Amy, you just jinxed us. You know that, right? The whole tonight's gonna be a good night. Like,
No,
great,
for me,
thanks.
literally me, just me. No,
Sure.
Oh, it's
Sure.
going to be an interesting night for a lot of you.
I have so much stuff to sell.
You do? Why don't we go ahead and begin? You found yourselves there, in the basement and the bottom level of the temple, the Tomb of Okanan. With little time, Tia, you helped reinforce the wards that were holding the magic circle together as Farah tried her best to get the teleportation spell active. With only seconds to spare, the portal flared with magical light, and you leapt through and into darkness. And darkness is all you knew for quite some time. As you passed through the void, you felt starlight sear between the atoms of your body. You felt the rush of winds with scents that were indescribable by mortal senses. You felt the rush of adrenaline, the strange, searing cold of the void, and the echoing sound of your friends screaming. And then there was blackness. I would like everyone to do me a favor and make me a wisdom save.
Not great, not terrible.
Okay.
I did jinx myself.
19.
19?
18.
8.
Well, it's a 9 when I add my +8 for the save.
Okay, Farah got an 11, so that's good.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Oop.
Let me just take a picture for a first roll of the game.
There's a moment of endless darkness. And then, Malia, you'll feel again. Something beneath you. Moss. Soft and warm, lit by sunbeams. You're too exhausted to move for a moment. Fatigue from days and days of perilous travel. Days and days of working in your father's brewery. Days and days of praying. None of those days have ever amounted to as exhausted as you feel in this moment. What languages do you speak?
Dwarven, Common, Celestial, and Draconic.
Sounds good. Does anybody speak any other languages than that?
Infernal.
Undercommon.
Undercommon? Okay.
I speak Orc, Common. Where the hell did that sheet go?
Okay.
I'm learning Draconic
Sounds good. And that means that I know exactly my answer then. Thank you very
and
much.
Elven.
You will hear a light, lilting voice near your ear. It's a language you don't recognize, accented slightly like Elven, but not. You'll feel something rattle around in your pockets, and you will fully come to. What do you do?
Sit straight up.
All right. All right, a pair of small insects, no longer than the length of your finger, flit and zoom around, both of them glowing with incandescent light in pink and blue, respectively. They dart away, out of arm's reach of you. They both mutter at you.
Hello?
Should I step on it?
No.
You're still asleep.
Oh, okay. Good night.
Malia, looking around, you can see that these two figures, as your eyes become focused again, you will notice that they are sprites. As you put your hand down to catch your bearings, the moss here is at least 6 inches deep. A full cushion beneath you. You're in the middle of a wild, expansive jungle. But like no jungle you've ever seen or maybe even read about before. Your companions are here. Zeno starts to stir near you, and you can see that one of those glowing bugs, one of those sprites, this one colored orange, is poking around in his belt purse.
Do I know anything about sprites?
You can go ahead and make me a... What the hell would that be? Arcana?
I mean, that was my guess.
I guess it'd probably be Arcana.
Okay.
Alternatively, you could just make it an intelligence roll. But...
Well, that nat 20 probably is going to get me a decent answer.
Alright, so
God
sprites.
damn it.
Sprites.
This is a kind of worthless place to have a nat 20 happen.
I know.
So, sprites are small, fey creatures, winged ones, usually aligned to good, but very chaotic in nature. They're tricksters, they're pranksters, and usually are, depending on which realm you're in, you know for a fact that in Fey circles there are two courts, the Seelie and Unseelie court. Sprites are aligned with the Seelie court, the court of generally seen as the good one.
Okay, the good guys, basically.
And sprites do exist on Elos. They're not terribly common, but as you look around here, you see that the trees are covered in moss. They grow higher than you've ever seen. Everything here is brilliant. The moss shivers as a breeze blows through this glen. And as it shivers, the moss shifts, going from green to a deep royal purple.
That's terrifying.
Zeno, you will start to wake up. I need you to both of you roll percentiles, please.
Oh, okay, coming up.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. It cracked out on me.
I think we're both still asleep.
You'll wake up in a second.
Okay.
14.
74.
74? All right. Mars and Tia, you can both make me a percentile roll as well. So 14. That sounds great. And 74.
I didn't pull out my D10.
Yay.
Okay. I'm going to round you up to 75 on this one, Mike.
15.
Okay.
Okay.
Was 74 not fun?
74 was okay. It wasn't quite as fun as 75.
Oh, okay.
All right, and I will ask you for your 2 in a minute, or you can type it into the Zoom chat so I have it.
Okay, sure.
Zeno, you will start to wake up as you see an orange shape dart away from your waist. What do you do?
Okay, so it started off like out of hand's reach type thing?
Basically, if you'd like to try to grab it, you can make me an attack roll with disadvantage.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna sit up and look at it, and if it, be like, you kind of get my bearings for a minute. Be like, and I'm gonna make an Arcana roll to see if Xeno knows
Please.
what it is.
Please, you may do so with advantage.
Okay, that is going to be 19.
19. You think that it's either a sprite or a pixie. It looks probably like a sprite. It doesn't look like it stole anything off you, but they have the ability to hide things on their person that are much larger than themselves. So who knows? And if it got into the bag of holding, God knows what they have.
Do I notice anything on me right away that is gone?
No, you appears everything is fine. Do you check around to your companions?
Yeah.
Okay. Malia has 6 phalluses drawn on her face in charcoal, as well as a full mustache and beard.
Okay, I don't say anything.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and make me a will save or a wisdom save to not just give it away? What'd you get?
10.
10? Okay. And with that, the rest of your companions will start to wake up. You'll hear Farah grumble as she sits up.
I'll go over and help her up. Come on, sleepyhead. It's time to wake up.
Okay. I don't feel. I don't feel. I don't feel. That's not good. That's.
Hold your breath.
She will continue to hiccup in the as she sits down and pouts on the moss.
Oh.
At least we're not dead. Tia, your eyes are going to flutter open. And you, at the same time, will see these small wisps floating around, darting through the air, keeping a wide berth from you. Except, there's one difference. Tia, as you look around, you all saw Tia. As you were looking around, you appraised the situation, but what you did notice is that Tia, you are in the branches of a tree.
Huh.
I need you to make me a dex save immediately.
Good morning. Dex save is 14.
14. All right, you are going to fall out of the tree immediately, and but you're going to land basically like on your hands and knees in the moss, taking no damage. But you fall 20 feet and just go. Mars, you are jostled awake by the sound of Tia screaming as she falls out of a tree. And as you wake up, you are going to have a bit of a sore throat. In fact, you're pretty exhausted after what happened to you yesterday, and the rest of you do remember this as well, the moment that Mars started acting particularly strangely. I think you're muted, or you're silenced, I'm not sure.
Sorry, the microphone's been a little bit jaggy. I say I take a drink of water.
You reach into your water skin, and as you pour it, well, you try, but nothing comes out.
It's empty. Do any of you have any water?
Jostle mine. Do I have any in mine?
You do not. as you check, all of your supplies, including the cheese, are gone.
No, not the cheese!
How about the water skin with infinite water?
The decanter of infinite water? One
Yeah.
moment, please.
I think it's a horn or something?
It
Brass with copper
is-
inlay is what I've written down.
Yep. Let's see. So this has a 30% chance. You go to pour it, and a few drops will spill out. But it sounds like water is pouring inside of it, but nothing pours out.
I think water's broken here.
My throat really hurts. How are you
swallowed
feeling?
a spider.
Ew.
It's not the worst thing I've eaten.
I'm hungry.
Where are we?
Are any of the
What?
sprites still flitting around?
Yes, actually, the red or the pink and blue one are nearby.
Well, knowing that they are probably affiliated with the good ones and are probably a bit nicer if mischievous, I'm gonna offer them some of the weird stuff I have. The one Hong Kong $2, the one Republic credit, and the one Johnny Z's token.
Okay.
I'll just put them on the moss for them.
Does anybody here speak Sylvan?
Nope.
No.
Definitely not.
Does anybody want to speak Sylvan?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Um, okay.
I'm always happy to learn a new language, or at least speak one for a little
Well,
while.
it's temporary.
Yeah.
I can give this to 2 people.
Ugh.
Give it to them then. I'm good.
Well, who's them? Like them?
Malia
Like
and Zeno.
oh, okay.
Or unless you want to speak it too.
Or-
Farah.
yeah.
It's your spell.
No, I want to see if I can find any food.
Okay, you look for food, we speak to sprites.
You've got it. And she'll suddenly cast the spell. Both of you will gain tongues, which is the ability to speak any language.
Cool.
Is what everyone else hears, but to you, what do you think this thing is? It's a big flat
I'm a
disc.
dwarf.
Why would we need
Hola.
that? What? Yes, we know you're a dwarf. Oh, look, it can speak now. What
Yeah.
do you all want?
Where are we to begin with?
That would be great.
You're in the orchard. Duh.
The
Yeah,
what?
we fled a collapsing temple through an unknown portal.
Yeah.
We have no idea where we are. Beyond apparently the orchard.
Which we don't know where the orchard is.
Or what plane it's on.
Yeah.
Oh. You're from the Prime Realm.
I
They
take
both
it
give
we're
each
no
other
longer
a
in the Prime Realm then.
No, honey, the other one says. You've upgraded.
I mean, there are worse things.
Yeah, that's true.
Just so everybody is aware of this, you have the ability to understand any spoken language you hear. When you speak, any creature that knows at least one language understands what you say. So everybody can hear your side of the conversation.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
cool.
That's awesome.
So essentially we've got all speak.
You've got all speak, and basically you're the team chat filter.
Oh, cool.
Fair enough.
But this means that you can translate immediately for your friends, so that it's not super boring.
Awesome.
You're in the Fey Wyld.
What do I know about the Fey Wyld? Besides, like, the fact that the Canine came from here. Or were mutated in here.
You can make
Game.
an intelligence roll.
Aw, crap. That is not my good stat.
It is not.
However, this die loves me.
So is it like
And
you are
21
to?
really, really works.
Oh,
So
you
it's
know
like,
what?
are
can-
you intelligence to like my wisdom?
It actually can be Arcana, because that does cover knowledge of the planes.
Okay, so that's 25 then with my nat 20.
Okay. The Fey Wyld is a
Give
so
me your face.
in the cosmology of what we have here. Everybody can go ahead and make me that roll as
For
well.
Arcana?
Yeah, for Arcana.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay.
Nice. It's not just me. See,
Okay.
Amy.
I rolled
So
an
I'm-
18, so 23.
Nice.
That's decent.
And Zeno? Your mic just did something weird.
It
It
really
went
did.
zip. It went
It
zip.
went zip.
It really did go zip.
Well, I just ate a mini egg as I turned my
Yeah.
mic back on, so
Okay.
that was a 10.
10? Okay, so you're not particularly well versed in the Fey Wyld, to be honest. But the rest of you, Mars, I'm going to say that as a child, you were really fascinated with Fey stories.
Ooh.
And that your parents told you a lot of fairy tales and other things like that. And then Tia, you just were probably interested in this, and because the Fey Wyld is a very natural, actually supernatural, I mean that with a hyphen, plane of existence that has a lot of super nature in it. It's basically where the wild energies of chaos cause plant matter and creatures to grow to enormous size. It's where a lot of fey creatures come from. It's a very druid place. So it makes sense that you would have it. And Malia, you are used to, from your studies as a cleric of Vela, to preventing intrusion of fey creatures into the mortal realm. So, a quick cosmology lesson. You have the prime realm right here. And basically, on Elos, there is a 4-point axis, right? You have the gleam, you have the gloam, or the gloom, depending on your pronunciation, which is the light realm and the dark realm. Okay? If you go further in each direction, that basically takes you towards the hells, or it takes you towards the celestial planes. They're the mid-ranges. On the scale, and that's the good-evil scale, basically. On the law and order scale, you have Mechanus to the north, well, to the up, I guess to the right, but anyway, which is the clockwork realm of order. And then its counterpart is the Fey Wyld. The Fey Wyld being a place of explosive growth, change, and yeah, it's a little bit. Chat's saying that it's the Fey Wyld is like the color from Space Movie. It's basically just chaos, but given a fleshy form. It's one part chaos, one part the prime realm, and it's where all fey creatures come from. And for those of you who got more than a 20, there are legends that state that not only did all gnomes come from the Fey Wyld, but originally so did the elves before they settled on Elos. And for some reason, they don't return. Seems like a nice place to me, though. Yeah. All right. Farrah has a 16. That's good. All right. So what do? You're chatting with them.
Just try and get a bit more information of kind of where we are. Do you have any idea how we might leave? Like, we have to get this thing back so the world doesn't get destroyed. Yada yada.
The Fey Wyld's going to be destroyed?
No. Other realm.
Oh, well, whatever then. It's fine.
Which I mean is important to us because our families are there. Yada yada.
Yeah.
Just find a new one, or bring them here.
How do we?
How do we even
They
get
ask-
over there though to get them here?
Hmm.
That's the problem. We don't know how to
Yeah.
get back.
Oh, you really messed up.
Yeah,
What,
a little
what
bit.
do they want us to bring over here?
Unintentionally. It was
Again,
not or get
we-
squished to death.
Yeah, again, we went through an unknown portal because it was the only way out where we were. So it was
Yep.
jump through or die, and we decided this is probably whatever is on the other side is probably better.
Yeah, the crazy Sphinx kind of pulled down the whole temple on us.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a big one. I'm Belio, and this is my friend Felio. Hi.
Nice to meet you. My name's Malia.
I'm Zeno.
You're little.
You're an elf.
Yes, half.
You shouldn't be here.
Why? I mean,
Rude.
I know I probably shouldn't be here because I don't belong here anyways. But
We'll
Why?
guide you out.
okay.
At least away from here. I don't want you calling down any of this on the orchard.
Calling down what?
They'll be coming soon. You don't have much time, so you probably should cut us a deal.
What'll be coming?
They're really that stupid. I know, right? It's almost pathetic. They're like children. Yeah, really stupid children.
I mean, we just don't know anything about your realm at all.
The Wild Hunt. Duh.
What do I
And
know about that?
that is...
I would like everybody can go ahead and give me one more roll. Actually,
Arcana?
You know what? I'll say Zeno can give me that roll. Everybody else did well enough that they will succeed immediately. The Wild Hunt is a supernatural hunt of fairy creatures in various forms that basically they are the ultimate huntsman.
Mm-hmm.
They patrol the Fey Wilds in search of ultimate prey and act as guardians of the realm. They're incredibly terrifying.
I got 24 on that last one.
Okay, that is probably a pant-shitting statement.
No.
Zeno, you remember back to your childhood, and something rings a bell inside of you as you remember the stories that your parents used to tell you, or at least your elf parent. Because every half-elf child and every elf child is taught a very special skill at an early age, how not to sleep. Because if you do, the Wild Hunt might come and take you.
So literally a thing of nightmares for elves.
Yes. And nobody knows what happens if they take you. You're a slave, you're food, who knows?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, we need to get out of here. What do you want in return?
To get us out of your orchard, and if you could give us any idea of who could help us or how to get out of the realm in general, we would appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
There's another elf here that can probably help you.
All right.
Where?
What's her name?
The Blue Lady.
Blue Lady.
How do we
Okay.
find Blue Lady?
We'd have to trade something. I'll trade you the knowledge.
Or
Mm,
do you like ale?
no. I want...
So we're trying to negotiate with them? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Do they want some idiot cap? I have like 5 stocks of it.
They haven't.
That could be worth
they'll.
something.
Yeah.
They could have some fun with that, I'm sure.
A tenth. A tenth? A 10.
Of what?
All of your gold. From this moment forward.
How does that even work if we're not here anymore?
It'll work, so long as you promise.
Wait,
The
you
Wild will enforce it.
want a tenth of all of our gold from here on forward?
Mm-hmm.
So that means if we have a single gold, then they would get a
A tenth.
math. Silver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about your knees? Philia says. How about your knees? Can we have your knees?
How often would they have to have a 10th of our gold?
From here on
Always.
outward.
Okay, what give us some other options here other than a tenth of our gold forever or our needs.
How about...
I thought the idiot cap was an entertaining idea. They could cause mischief with that, but guess not. I guess I understood wrong.
How about the gift of love? Yeah, the gift of love.
How do we give that? Oh wait, no, I don't understand what that was.
The gift
It's
of
all-
love.
The gift
What?
of true love sight.
What's
They want us
that?
to love them?
Oh, not us. Don't worry. But you'll love people.
That could be
What did
fun.
they just say?
They'll love people based on what's inside, right? Absolutely.
What are they saying?
It sounds very mischievous.
Fine. The glittering breath.
The what? I don't understand. What is it?
Glitter sneeze.
So we would be doing that
From now on,
For-
whenever you sneeze, you shoot glitter out of your nose.
for the rest of our lives?
Hey Mars, do you want to shoot glitter out of your nose every time you sneeze?
Yeah.
Hey.
Would that be painful?
I don't think particularly.
Would you end up with like glitter stuck in your nostrils even after you sneeze? Would it just
How about the-
stay?
How about the curse
What
of
if you're
cold
allergic?
water?
Get it out. I'll take one for the team.
I think it's everybody Mars.
Oh.
I don't want that.
Alright,
That's
cool.
How about the
Efforts to be stealthy would be more difficult because we'd be leaving a trail of glitter if we ever have to sneeze.
I mean, you'd be leaving a trail of glitter permanent. Glitter just gets everywhere.
Yeah, you would never not be covered in glitter.
But imagine being able to sneeze on your enemies.
And you could do that anyway.
But with glitter. Snot.
Oh.
Alright, what are some other
No,
options
no,
here?
no, no,
Like,
no, 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 no.
Maybe less permanent things?
Is there information we could provide them in exchange for information?
Is there any information you
Doubtful.
want?
Mm.
Any like what? Like, give us some things that aren't permanent here.
I will start detailing some of the pranking stuff that we have because we do kind of from Skilly Town, I think it was.
Yeah.
It's like I've got the vial of Forget Me Now, a potion of Dwarf Speak, the
What's
Danger
potion of dwarf
Bubbles.
speak?
It gives you an accent. I don't know. It just says potion of Dwarf Speak brackets accent, so I'm assuming it's Dwarven. But
Make
you
me a
talk.
persuasion roll.
And I will mention Tia's idiot cap.
Which gives a -2 to int for a day.
Okay, so persuasion you said?
I also have
Alright,
a
lucky
snow
die.
globe with a kobold family in it.
I will also mention Babelstock and a potion of drunk inspiration.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
You can roll
Unnatural 20.
Okay. I was going to say you could roll with advantage, but you don't need it.
I rolled an
Alright.
18.
We'll give you directions along your way for the idiot cap, the kobold,
Okay.
and the dwarf potion.
Sure. They're all yours.
Yeah.
You want the danger bubbles too? They're kind of fun.
What's the danger bubble?
It is a bottle with liquid in it, and as the danger around you gets more bubbles go up. So it starts bubbling if it starts getting dangerous near you.
Do you pull it out?
Yes.
It is frothing.
Well, that's terrifying. Apparently, we're in a shit ton of danger.
We're fine. You might need that more than us.
Okay. Okay, that's not good.
What you're going to do is you're going to head straight down this trail. He raises his hand and points, and as he does, you see that there's no trail.
There's no trail.
What trail?
There's no trail.
He'll reach into a pouch at his pocket and throw a handful of dust over all of you. And as you sneeze, you'll look and see that, for one, there's no glitter, which is a real ripoff. But as you do, a line of toadstools will begin to sprout up through the moss.
Oh, that trail.
Okay.
Follow it. Best of luck. Follow the river to the south. Once you pass through the Vale, you'll find her. Look for the monument.
Okay.
and toward the ruins of Islanor.
Okay.
Of what?
I want everyone to give me a history roll.
Oh.
5. I'm like, what?
9?
Christine?
17.
17?
So I was trying to find it. I couldn't remember what number I had
It
for
sounds familiar. It sounds like the name of a place that you read about in a fairy tale book a long time ago. Kind of like equivalent to like Narnia. Something like recognizable, but maybe that you can't quote details about. You think that it's the name of an elven city.
Okay. So basically it was follow trail, river to the south, through the Vale, ruins of Islanor.
Yep.
Okay.
You should be going.
Something
Okay.
about a monument.
Let's go, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
How do you go? Do you just start running?
Guess we had to be at a rather quick pace.
I'm gonna move
Yeah.
carefully, like stealthily.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
I think running will catch attention more than
Yeah.
Second. I want to
being careful. Also, I don't want to step on something by accident that I shouldn't step on.
Walk speedily.
So-
I'm double checking my pass without a trace to see if I can cast that right now if I have spells.
Sounds
I do
good.
have spell slots.
This is an arcane spell, correct?
Ooh, I believe so.
Cool.
Pass without a
If
trace.
you are casting any arcane magic, I want you to roll percentiles.
Ooh, good. That's great.
Yeah, you're casting into Fey Wylds.
Yeah, I know. That hasn't occurred to her.
Yep. And
Yeah, it's from abjuration. So
Perfect.
percentiles.
And while Amy rolls, does this count as forest for Natural Explorer?
It's magic forest.
Yeah, it's kind of a magic.
78%.
So
78.
yeah, I'll give it to you for now.
Cool.
I'll give it to you for now for sure, because this is basically just like a super forest. So
Okay.
I think that sure.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those ones where it's kind of hard to say, but yeah, okay.
All right, Mally's gonna kind of do one of those. Oh, okay, let's go, guys.
74,
Agreed.
you say?
78.
78.
And-
All right. And how does this work?
Normally, it just makes us all. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to dexterity, stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means.
Okay.
A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no other tracks of its or traces of its passage.
Okay. That bonus is actually a +15.
Sweet.
The shadows will cling to you tightly, and you will all find that you are even almost invisible to each other, but still able to perceive where you are. But it's even to each other, you seem to fade a bit from view.
That's
Which is-
cool.
A little more effective than usual.
If this is the Fey Wyld, Farah says, then magic's going to be really weird here.
Well, that one seemed to work.
Maybe let's not risk it unless we have to.
Yeah, this should last for about an hour.
Okay,
Maybe.
Let's keep going.
It
Go.
might last longer or less longer, considering how potent it is, though.
So I'm guessing stealth rolls.
Stealth rolls, please. And as you are going with stealth, Farah's going to mutter to herself real quick, and then turn and whisper between Malia and Zeno.
31.
But.
Are you guys ready for the stealth roll? 43.
43? Okay.
37. I got a
Wait.
nat 20.
Did you? Nice.
Are we also adding the 10 from you, Amy? Sorry?
15.
Plus 15. It's plus 15,
Plus 15.
right now.
Oh, wait. So then that's
Farah
31
got a
plus
30.
15.
30.
I got a nat
28.
20.
32.
That's the highest Malia has ever gotten on this.
Nice.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Even with my clanky armor.
Wow. Wait, 31 plus 15. Help math.
46.
There you go.
Nice.
So 46, 48,
37.
37, 32,
28.
28. Damn.
And also, difficult terrain doesn't slow down the group's travel.
Whee! Here we go.
Oh, now you're in focus again.
And also with Natural Explorer for that, I also have advantage on initiative rolls.
Fantastic. As you are making your way, you follow the toadstools and progress forward, moving as stealthily as you ever have in your lives between these trees, which everything around you is just beautiful beyond measure. And as you're going, you're going to start to notice things, okay? The realm that you're following right now, the path that winds through this mossy undergrowth, there's something underneath it. And as you move, you will be able to see with shafts of light jutting from the vine-covered foliage above, there is some type of ancient stone, but underneath the moss in patches.
Take a look at it closer.
The stone glitters prismatically, like it was hewn out of a rainbow quartz.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Ooh. Ooh. Mm. Gib.
As you look at it, this is the Rainbow Road.
Are there any little pieces I can take up?
You can try to pry some away. Yeah, sure.
Okay. You want me to roll for it?
No. If you just take a full minute to do it, you can do it.
Yeah, but if they're moving fast, I'll try
Okay, you can look around for one really quickly if you make an investigation roll.
And then we're all gonna die.
71.
21.
21. You will be able to find a chunk about the size of your palm that's been broken away.
Yep.
You're not sure how valuable it is, but it's pretty.
Yeah.
It honestly sparkles and shines in your hand like the inside of an abalone shell.
She has the obsession of a crow.
It's
It's
true.
pretty.
You're a magpie.
Mhm.
And as you are moving along, you'll find that this road radiates a bit of warmth underneath your feet.
Mm-mm.
And then, suddenly, the light stops pouring through the vine foliage above you. And the road beneath your feet that was once radiating warm grows ice cold.
Lovely.
Everyone who has a passive perception of 15 or more will hear it first. The sound of hoofbeats in the distance.
Oh.
But hoofbeats like thunder. For these horses are not running on the ground, but across the foliage above you. You hear
Hide?
the sound of... Sorry, hide? You are already hiding with that roll before.
Okay.
As you can see up ahead, there is a tremendous tree towering over you, which is creating a good half-mile of canopy. The tree's base itself is roughly the size of a small keep.
That's a big tree.
It is a big tree. Like we're talking like Avatar Na'vi tree, right?
Oof.
However, you also see that the roots are jutting out of the ground from where they've expanded, and there's quite a large hollow beneath one. It's a good place to hide.
Allie is gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Alright, with that stealth roll, you'll instinctively curl up underneath, and you'll hear the sounds...
So Lord of the Rings style.
Definitely. There will be the sound of horses rearing overhead, and the sound of harsh screaming. Not neighing, but just this high-pitched... I'm not going to ruin my voice. I did it on Sunday for Fandelia. I was coughing for 3 days. I couldn't leave the house because everyone thought I had COVID.
Oh no.
Um,
Nazgul.
So
and then
the
you will hear
Nazgul screams.
Basically, the Nazgul, the Fran,
Fran
Walsh
Walsh
scream.
screams.
Yes. You will hear. Then suddenly, the sound of chainmail. Shink, 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 shink. And something will drop from the foliage some 60 feet above your head and land on the ground. It's a figure. And I would like everyone to do me a big favor and make me a wisdom saving throw.
11.
18.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I
26.
am not comfy.
23. Oh,
23.
winter.
I'm not comfy.
Okay. Farah, Zeno, and Mars are all frightened.
Spook.
You are frightened for 1 minute. You cannot make action or advance and will actually try to slink away. As you see this creature,
Even with an 18? Damn.
you need a 20.
Oh, dang.
Holy.
It's about the size of a large man, almost 7 feet tall, dressed in dark greens that shimmer and absorb the shadow.
That's a very large man.
A huge double-bladed sword, etched with runes, sits on his shoulder, and you can see ancient, burned mail and a helmet with a pair of eye slits that radiate a cold blue light. As he breathes, you will feel your breath begin to catch and steam out of your mouths. He approaches the hollow of the tree, looking around. And you
No.
slink. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Zeno and Malia, tongues is still active. And as it is, it looks around the tree, approaches so close that you can see that when he steps on the moss, it shatters, frozen solid, beneath his tremendous weight. Where are you? Where are you? I will find you, he says in Sylvan. Tree! Raises his voice. It clanks and echoes inside of his helmet. Tree! Have you seen intruders? He says, calling up to the tree that you are hiding under.
Ali will just kind of turn wide-eyed to Zeno.
No. The tree responds slowly. You can feel its voice echo throughout its branches and roots. No. No one here but me and my acorns. He turns, sheaths his sword in a scabbard on his back, and leaps with a single casual jump the 60 feet back up into the tree line. You hear the sound of a horse whinnying, and the hunt continues on.
Malia's just gonna turn once she's sure it's gone and hug that tree root so hard. And just go, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
What happened?
The tree will slowly shift in the breeze, and then you'll notice that it has a pair of human eyes that have opened about 50 feet up where the branches start to cover the sky. It has a large mouth that opens along its trunk, and it will whisper down at you in common. Are you all right?
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
We elder trees do not forget. Oaths that we swore to your kind, half-elf and quarter-elf.
Oaths?
He will return. You are safe now.
We'll
You
keep
should-
following our directions then. Thank
should
you.
keep going. And with that, he will shut his eyes and presumably go back to sleep.
Let's go.
And we should get out of here.
Yes, I do.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. So, a little bit beyond the tree, the canopy line breaks, and you will find yourself walking across an immense mountaintop. Well, that's kind of hard to say. Mountains where you come from are craggy, rocky, beautiful sights. No one's denying how beautiful the mountains of Thestorel and of your lands are. But not like this. You come to a crest, a cliff face, and as you look out over hundreds of miles of wilderness, you see what it was like, what it could be like, if time forgot about the world of men, the world of elves, and the world of other humanoid creatures. For even though there are structures here, they are covered in vines and moss and thorn bushes. For even as you look down, you will see their entire communities built into giant mushrooms. Swarms, schools, one might say, of pixies and sprites and small creatures floating through the air. Clouds, the color of cotton candy, floating above you. And actually, as that is happening, there
oh,
will be-
wow. We have a raid on our thing.
We have a raid. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a
You have a raid?
Hey,
Third
guys.
raid. Hey, raid. How's it going?
Whoa. Yay.
Whoa.
Howl, nerd.
Ow.
Oh, this isn't the werewolf game for
Ow.
once. All right. As this is going on, the pink clouds above you will begin to rumble and roil, and bright blue drops of rain will begin to fall on you, but it's warm. It's not uncomfortable.
How?
All of you are going to gain a bardic inspiration dice, a d12.
What?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
This
And partially because of the raid. I'm gonna give it to you because of the raid too. So thanks, raid.
So that was,
Raid.
sorry, a D10?
A
D12.
So you can
Ooh.
add a d12 to one roll.
Ooh, excellent. It's going to be my hot pink one.
And hey, raid. If you want to roll, one of you wants to roll a d10. I'd love that.
Do it.
Oh, God.
Do it.
Oh, Christine.
Oh, do you
Oh, you
also
have
have the pink?
Yeah, I used the bright pink for my D12 too.
Nice.
All right, so Raid, it's good to see
Nerd.
you here. This is Dork. You kind of hit us at a slightly quieter moment right now, as they're going through the Fey Wyld and looking at all of the strange sights. We have a lot of great games here, so maybe follow us. Be great to have you. But someone roll a d10.
Yeah.
Come on,
Come on, Raid, roll a D10.
roll a d10. You can
D10,
do
D10, D10, D10.
Yeah,
Do
you
it
just
now.
missed, like, the Nazgul standing over us, essentially.
Yeah, you.
In, like,
It was-
the Lord of the Rings
so that's a 7.
sort of
Yeah.
idea.
We got a 7.
All right. As the rain falls on you, you will look up, and as you're looking over this beautiful expanse, you'll see the river. and you'll see the sun in the sky, this bright white orb that pierces through the clouds. And then, as you look around and are caught by the beauty of this land, you watch the clouds rewind.
What?
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 The river begins to flow backwards.
What's
Do we
going on?
walk backwards?
You do not.
What the?
Okay.
So,
Do we hear things backwards?
You will rehear the sound of every bit of leaf blowing in the wind, the sound of the school of sprites flying through the air, everything that is not you. In the span of 30 seconds, rewinds an hour. By you.
Ow,
Huh.
my brain.
is that gonna make us noticeable?
No.
So have we-
Molly's just gonna kind of put her head in her hand and just go, no, no, no.
What happens if
I-
we try to move forward while it's going backward?
Does my spell... Have we been traveling for an hour with my spell active?
No, it just reset.
Hey, we have another hour of spell.
Okay, I want to get out of here really
Let's
bad.
go.
All right.
Weird.
Now, ahead of you, you can see that there are two ways down this cliff face, to the left and to the right. Both ways look like they're about the same amount of difficulty. You want to stay away from the edge and not fall, but if you're careful and take your time, that shouldn't be an issue. They'll both lead down to a bubbling stream beneath you that's probably about a 300-foot drop from this cliff face. You can reach it in about about 20 to 30 minutes if you take your time.
Okay.
Which way are you going? To the left or to the right?
To the left, to the left. Sorry.
Wild shapes. To it.
River to the south.
Yeah, follow the river. to the
Whatever
south.
way is that gonna get us down there to do that?
Both ways will get you down to the river. Are
Does one look easier than the other?
They look suspiciously the same.
Hey,
Oh, no.
chat, do we take left or right?
Help us out, guys.
We need help.
You guys do need help.
We do.
We
We're
don't
so
know
screwed.
what's
Oh my
happening.
god, that was a big raid.
Left.
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 Okay.
We go left.
To the
Thank
Oh,
you.
Oh, good.
Proceeding down to the left. Center? Center is the quickest way to
Oh,
reroll
jump.
characters.
Chief
Oh, man.
Aladeath says
Okay.
center.
I kind of like my character.
I'm turning into a giant
Wow.
eagle, but I don't want to
But,
waste
like-
my wild shape right now.
I made a post on our thing earlier being like, I found a D20 that says yeet on it. And I was like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
perfect right now if
see
it was
those.
center. Yeet.
Yeet, yeah.
I want to get the yeet dice.
I wanted to, but it was
Looks
like
pretty good.
$40 just for the one D20.
Yeah.
I know,
I was like,
and I have no money.
I'm sorry, Mike. I don't have any money either, so I feel you. But if you want to subscribe and give the
I got a Patreon.
we do have a Patreon, but
We also
Okay.
have bubble.
and a Redbubble. Some of our stuff's pretty good. Our merchandising manager's pretty good at
I still
their
need to
job.
buy a T-shirt.
Okay, so as where the shit is the page I was looking at? I had my notes.
Zero Chicken Wing is my new name.
All right. You proceed, and oh, right, it's in the page. I tagged the wrong thing. You proceed to the left, working your way down the winding expanse along the cliffside. As you go, you will find a number of strange things. About halfway down, you will see the remains of a makeshift campsite. Of course, this campsite is so small that you almost step on it. A small ring of lily pads in a pond is just beyond that. Of course, this pond as well is roughly the size of a swimming pool. In fact, one of the children's pools that parents tend to dig in yards for their kids. Even so, you can see there's quite a few leftover, looks like hand-carved floaties, including one of an armchair that's about the size of your palm.
Oh, that's so fun.
Better hurry along just in case they're not friendly.
Yeah.
As you move to the bottom, please.
Let's not ruin their thing. Let's kind of don't break anything. Let's go.
Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah,
go, go.
we need to get out of here.
I mean, that last pair has some very interesting ideas of what they wanted from us, and I don't want a chance that someone could do that to us.
Right?
I do not need glitter sneezes.
I need glitter sneezes.
I'm sure we can make that happen for you.
I'll make it happen, don't
We'll make
worry.
it home.
As you make it to the bottom, you find yourself nearing the sound of the bubbling stream. But as you approach, a strange smell will fill the air. It's cherry and pipeweed. Yes, and so then I was saying that...
Does it have like a smell like cigar or incense?
Yeah, it smells like a cigar or pipe smoke.
Okay. Not bad.
So I was saying to them that, oh, you're not paying attention. The pretty lady. Two voices.
What? Someone say my name?
Oh, more visitors. I can't see you. Come out. Do come out. Up ahead of you, as you glance over, you'll be able to see that there are two figures. One is a human male, about 17, 18 years old, just at the cusp of adulthood. A blonde bowl cut and rosy cheeks on his pale skin. He's wearing ripped and torn clothes, a tunic and very short shorts. And he has a collar on, made of this strange green metal. He's chained to the base of a giant toadstool, and atop it, wearing a jaunty top hat, is a tremendous blue caterpillar.
Oh.
The caterpillar takes a long drag off of a pipe and blows a series of smoke rings into the air.
I don't like this.
Where are you trying to go? Oh, you lost like this one.
No.
Nope.
We're following the river, and we have to go through the Vale and keep going that way.
Go through the veil. You.
That's what we were told.
I suppose you'll make your way through there, but I wouldn't bet on it. You're probably too stupid to find your way out like this one. The boy starts making these loud guttural noises and starts grinding his ass on the ground like he has an itch.
What is going on? I don't like this.
Are you fools like this one? Did you wander into the Fey Wilds?
No.
We kind of landed in it.
Morons. Understood.
Yeah, so we're
Let's
just
go.
gonna
Mm.
go.
Why is this one chained to your toadstool?
Because he keeps ripping up my rutabagas. This keeps him in place, at least. Also, he's surprisingly good at this. And as the caterpillar's there, he holds up with his lower paw, or lower hands, he has so many of them, it looks like a piece of parchment that's folded over with a number of marks on it, and pulls out a small pen that he clicks. Are you good at crosswords too? What dampens as it dries? 5-letter word.
Water?
Owl.
Towel. That's not bad. Okay.
Yeah, never mind.
Let's see.
I thought of that wrong.
Better, okay, starts, okay, so the W off of that. The better older than young, the healthier it is, the smaller it will be. I don't get this one. Oh!
How many letters?
It's 5.
Starts with a W?
Starts with a W. The smaller it is, the better it will be. The guy on the ground stops scrabbling and reaches up into his hair and starts pulling out small tufts of the blonde hair.
Huh.
It's a wound! A wound! A wound!
Oh.
Yes. Very good, Billy. It's a wound. Oh! Here's another one. No, that would be too... Men desire me in public, but fear me in private. 5 letters.
Can I roll?
Yeah,
Or
go
is
ahead.
it-
You can make an insight roll on this. I don't care. Go ahead. Let's-
Oh, insight?
Yeah.
23.
Truth.
Truth?
True.
You're not bad at this. Tell you what, help me finish one more, and I'll give you... a present.
Sure.
What has 4 letters, what has a head, a tail, can flip, but no legs?
Insight roll?
A chair.
Oh, sorry?
Wait, no.
Coin.
Coin?
Yep, a coin. Excellent. Oh, of course the orc was good at this. Something about idiot savants. Come here, Orko. Come here.
Okay. She'll walk over.
And he's going to blow smoke directly in your face. Like, Tia, you are going to gain true sight for the next hour.
What does that do?
You see through all magical illusion, among a number of other things. Look it up in your PHB and rejoice.
Okay. I got this.
Nice.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
At this point, I think that the hunt is well and truly behind you at this point, elves. I could hear that they are looking for you. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
No.
You've
Feel
got
what?
a new lease on life. And he'll gesture toward the clouds, and as he does so, you are going to watch the sky rewind.
Again?
Again. Faster and faster and faster.
Well,
Be another power spell, doesn't it?
It's even further than that. Somehow
wait.
the spell lingers, though.
Interesting.
Actually, let me just double check that real quick. Give me 1 sec. Because if it rewinds before your spell casting, I have to roll percentiles to see if it holds up.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, tongues is still active, and let me just roll for Pass Without a Trace. Pass Without a Trace will vanish.
Okay. Well,
basically, you got a
possibly
50
longer than we
50-50
thought.
shot of it staying.
Still,
Yeah.
that was useful.
8 hours ago. You're going to have some fun if you continue, but I suggest you follow the river and not go through the veil.
Still guess the runes of law. I've forgotten how to pronounce it. Iskalon or something.
Isanor?
Why would you want to go there?
We were told to find an
The blue
elf
lady?
named the Blue Lady there.
Who can help us leave?
Why would you want to leave? Everything is perfect here.
My family's in a different realm.
Family.
The hunt
All of
is
my
here.
family just flew off.
Yeah, my
We do
sister's
that
like
sometimes. Yeah, but there's other cool stuff.
Yeah, best of luck to you. You're good at
Thank you.
crosswords, at least. That's something.
Let's
Have a good
see
day.
if- Yeah. Thank you again for the gift.
All right. Follow the river.
Don't thank me. Every gift is a curse in disguise. He'll shout after you.
That's cheery.
In the distance, as you hit the side of the river, you'll see that it's grown from a stream and to be quite the body of water that's probably about 60 feet wide at this point, rushing water over rapids. In the distance, you'll see that this valley is a bowl shaped by giant mountains. But as you watch, one of the mountains in the distance will stand up and stretch.
Ugh.
And you'll see that it is an immense stone giant.
I'm so done with this place.
Okay, here we go. We are too small for this place.
As you are walking along the stream, I need everybody to do me a favor real quick.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I need everybody to make me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh.
How did that D12 work again?
You can just use it on any roll. You roll it along with your D20 and add it to it.
Okay, so you can't roll after you've rolled.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So I
that
could
was-
roll, and before I get the response, I can
Was that
decide.
a nat one?
Did
Yeah.
a wisdom save with disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Mm.
18.
Join me.
18.
Join me.
This is beautiful. This is so dumb. I love it. I love
20.
it. 20? Okay.
So-
And Tia, what'd you get?
Oh, just, 11.
Do you want to use your inspiration dice?
The bardic inspiration? I'm very much debating it. Okay, so that would be 17 then.
17. All right. You're fine. As you're walking along the river, you are going to see that it is teeming with life. There are dozens of crabs with bright silver shells moving around. There are huge schools of large trout. But these are kind of strange, actually. They kind of mill around absent-mindedly. And they just seem very lethargic.
God, I'm hungry.
And as you look down, Mars, you are going to start having extreme doubt about your place in the world, your actions. Your
Oh, no.
self-confidence is going to just...
I need to yeet myself right now.
What?
Should I just jump?
What do you mean you need to eat yourself, Mars?
I can't be alive.
What?
No, like I cannot be alive right now.
Boy. Does this
What
have
does
like
yeet
a
mean?
magical effect or something? I guess it doesn't really work about, like... I'm trying to figure out what True Sight does, but I guess I don't think this really helps me.
True sight.
Yeah, probably not. It looks like more like shape-changing illusion, so it wouldn't just see an impact of magic, so...
Let me check real quick.
It's page 185 in the core.
185?
185 in PHB. Top one.
Mars, define yeet.
You said True Sight.
You know what Uber is, but not yeet? Elves. No, I mean, like, I should just fling myself off
Nope.
this cliff, like, down here, and just end. Just stop being. Oh my god.
Okay.
Farah is going to put her hand on your shoulder.
You'll
Mars.
push me for me? That's great.
I'll push you if you push me.
Wait, what? Farah?
Oh
We'll do it together.
I'm gonna put a hand on Mars. Lesser restoration.
Oh my god, yeah,
Is
you're
this a
strong.
condition?
Okay.
Malia's super strong. She can push really hard.
I'm gonna
Malia.
knot my hand in her hair.
Amalia, I want to hit the rocks first. I don't want to feel anything.
Let me go.
Lesser restoration.
Okay. Both. You're casting it on both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good magic.
Oy vey.
All right. So that is enough to have that. You are going to suddenly snap out of it, and so will Farah.
I'm like leaning over the edge.
I've got my hands knotted in both of their hair. 'Cause I
Tia
figured
has
that way I can
very
leave her back.
firm grip on Farah's arm. Just like,
Oh.
nope. Not happening.
Is that how Xeno feels?
What?
No, I love myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the exact opposite of how Xeno feels on a regular basis.
Yeah, I permanently know how awesome I am.
Okay, so no jumping off cliffs, right?
Yeah, please don't.
No desire to kill yourself?
We're not gonna go feed the depression crowd.
As you were, as you're looking at them, as they were starting to act all depressed, you were noticing that these fish that are swimming in the water next to them are kind of glowing slightly. You thought it was just a reflection off the surface, but as they were looking, their eyes started to glow with a slight orange light for a moment. The same light as the fish.
Are those like carnivorous fish or something? I'm gonna like kick some rock in the water.
Okay. You are easily going to kick a rock at one of these fish.
This might be a really bad idea, but
What's your strength? 4?
yeah, so it's 19, so +4.
Okay. You're going to punt a rock in the water, and one of the fish that's close to the edge is going to get clocked upside the head and just start floating upside down.
Oops. I was meant
Let's
to
go.
startle him off.
Is-
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Do not eat it, Farah.
I'm not that hungry.
Good.
I'm hungry.
Yeah,
I figured it had to be said.
depression trout fillets are probably not the best.
You continue wandering forward.
Yeah.
And as you make your way down along the river, the scent and beauty of this world starts to overwhelm your senses, but in a good way. You start to feel comfortable again. It's nice. You feel that whatever was chasing you is now well and truly behind you. Good. As well as the depression from that weird effect at the river. Okay, I keep rolling, and it keeps happening. As you are going to keep wandering southward. And you'll watch the morning vanish over the horizon. And suddenly, the fish swimming down the river are your only source of illumination as night falls, or night is pulled back across the sky like a lazy sleeper who refuses to wake out of bed pulls the cover back across themselves. The world goes back to sleep. The sun vanishes. And all around you, you can see sparkling will-o-wisps in the night. And thousands of fireflies of all colors and sizes. Ahead of you is an immense copse of trees.
Can we see at all now?
You have dark vision, so you can see pretty well.
Okay.
And let me just check something. Okay. Tia, your true sight is still active. And let me just check if Tongues remains active. Tongues remains active. This is a good spell. As you continue onward, you will see the moon rise in the sky, a beautiful purple orb that is cleft into a sharp crescent. But you can still see the outline of its pregnant half hidden in shadow. Can I get everyone to make me a perception roll?
18.
18?
No, 7.
7? Okay.
25.
25.
That's a 13. 13.
13, okay.
Yeah.
As you are wandering around, you will just kind of naturally... Mars, do you have proficiency in survival?
In survival, let me just double check that one. Survival. Yes,
You
I
actually do?
Yeah.
Okay. As you are walking, you are all gonna just find some interesting little flora and fauna around you. Zeno, pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
1 and 3. As you're walking, you are going to find a small patch of spherical white berries with black spots. You'll find 3 of these.
White sphere berries with black spots?
Malia, pick a number between 1 and 5.
3.
3? Okay. As you're walking, you are going to find a small patch of juicy, blue oval-shaped berries. They look sickly sweet and syrupy and smell quite nice. Zeno, the ones that you're holding, they ooze a slightly greenish liquid that doesn't... It smells slightly medicinal.
Can I do a roll to see if I have any idea what it is?
You
what it does?
can make me a nature roll with disadvantage.
Coming up.
All right.
Oh man.
Tia, can you give me a number between 1 and 4?
2.
2. All right.
I said ew.
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 So Malia, you are going to, by the way, find 2 of those. Tia, you're going to find 3 large, about this big actually, plump golden mushrooms. And when I say golden, I don't mean just brown. I mean they actually have a golden sheen to them.
So they're like the size of like a plum or something?
Basically, yeah, about the size of a plum.
Okay.
And Mars, as you are looking around, you'll only find 1 of these dangling from a tree directly in front of you.
Okay.
But it is what would grab your attention. I know that for sure.
So I grab it.
It is a large rainbow-colored apple.
Grab. Gib.
Okay.
Can I make a nature roll on these suckers?
You can make a nature roll with disadvantage, yeah?
I got a 7, by the way.
Oh, you think they're edible. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Nature roll with disadvantage for the mushrooms, I'm guessing. Yeah?
Nature roll with disadvantage for all of this, unless you...
18.
Unless we what?
18?
Yes.
On yours, you think that it is... it looks like it's slightly narcotic. And like the sticky, sickly sweet smell, like the syrupy scent that's coming off of the juice that kind of issues out from their innards, makes you think that you're pretty sure you've heard of this before. You think it's bumbleberry. Eating these makes you bumble. Pretty much anything you attempt.
I'm gonna put them back down.
Oh, okay.
Do not need that.
All right. Anybody else gonna try that at disadvantage?
I did, yep. And I got a 14.
A 14, and you had a
Golden mushroom.
golden mushroom.
3 of them.
So, they're edible, first of all,
Hey.
and you think that they are just. I think they're just called golden mushrooms, but yep, golden mushrooms. They're rejuvenating.
Oh, sweet.
Eating
Was it a
them besides-
nature roll?
It's a nature roll with disadvantage.
Sorry.
Oh, so a
rejuvenating
1.
format?
A 1? I mean, you could eat it right now. I mean, you did say you were hungry, right?
Me?
Yeah. Didn't you say you were hungry or thirsty earlier?
I thought it was like she had that sore throat.
Oh, you did? Wow, you do have a sore throat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'll
it-
eat it.
You eat it?
Yep.
Okay. So
And Mars dies.
Bye.
No. So Mars, you're gonna feel a shiver up your spine, and then your clothes are gonna get really tight.
Am I growing?
Yeah, you grow. So you're gonna grow. You're gonna grow 6 inches.
Oh, cool.
So you are normally 5'3", I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
So you're about 5'10" by the end of this, and
Damn.
you're gonna have this strange itch in your throat, and you're gonna clear your throat. Can you clear your throat for me? As she bends over, she kind of does that, and so she clears her throat, and you hear again, please. Comes out the other end, and as Mars stands back up, the hair is the same, but the face is longer and a little wider. The voice is a little deeper. The pants are a little tighter in a place that you didn't expect them to be tight.
Voice.
Yes, you are presently male.
I'm gonna grab the apple and take a bite.
Hello.
There is none remaining, unfortunately. It
Oh.
was a small apple.
No!
Maybe there's more?
Tree.
You can give me an investigation roll to see if there are any more of these rainbow apples on the tree.
Me?
24.
There is one very high up.
Acrobatics?
That's athletics to climb a tree. You're not flipping up the tree.
I mean, I
To
could.
God, I hope you're not flipping up the tree.
Oh, I fall. I got that one.
Oh my
No.
God.
You don't even make it up the tree.
Malia will climb the tree.
Okay,
Yeah,
give me
I'll
an
help.
athletics roll.
My athletics is bad. I had to remember if
That
my
would be
athletics are
20.
bad. Acrobatics are good.
As you are, so you'll be able to climb up the tree, and there is only one more of these apples here.
Okay. I grab it and I fling it at Xeno's head.
Okay, make me an attack roll.
Nat 20.
Are you shitting me?
No.
What kind of damage does an apple do?
I'm a
Strength, I think. It'd be a
it's
D4, right?
Strength plus 1, yeah.
Or
Hope
strength
this
plus
thing
1?
doesn't just splatter, because that'd be so sad.
Yeah,
5.
it's gonna thuck off your head for 5 points of non-lethal damage, and then roll on the ground.
I'm gonna take a bite of it.
Okay, you basically will just eat the whole thing. It's about the size of like a small plum. It's a small round apple, and a couple of bites in. You are going to 1 moment while I shrink you.
Yay!
How tall is Xeno? 6'2"?
6'5".
6'5". Okay, so you're about 5'10". So you're about the same size as Mars now. Your clothes are going to be a bit baggy, but you are going to shrink down into a beautiful blonde woman.
Yay! Oh my god! I'm a girl!
Hey, you should try on that wedding dress later.
Or the lingerie.
Yeah, actually,
Sure.
1 second. Gino's gonna run around the tree. And,
Molly's gonna climb back down.
Like-
You're
One second.
welcome.
One sec, I also
Thank
run
you.
behind
How long
another
did-
tree.
How long do these last?
we don't know, but it's gonna be great to find out.
Yeah.
Mars,
Yeah, I quickly go around the tree,
1
take a few
moment.
seconds, and come back.
1 sec. Holy crap, Mars.
What?
And 11.
I rolled an 11 on a d12 for you.
Oh, cool.
You have another tail.
Yeah, I come back. I'm just like, I really needed to pee.
It was so much more
Err.
convenient.
Right?
Xeno's gonna come out wearing the bustier.
Hold on. I'm gonna check for your attributes as well, because we're perverts. It's a little baggy on the front.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
elf
We can cast an
heritage.
enlarge person spell.
But that does the.
There are specific spells.
That's the thing about being a girl. Sometimes you don't get curves in the right places.
You kidding me? This is so much fun. If you turn around, Xeno is just going.
If he turns around, I'm gonna like his ass.
Dream come
Okay,
true.
let's keep moving, guys and girls. You
All right,
guys.
Remember, I also have
Alright.
I got piercings too. I'm a really hot guy.
Yeah. You also are starting to have like just the slightest bit of goatee.
Okay, the chat, Mars and Xeno, it's like chicken wings and ranch dip together at last.
Oh my god.
The chat
so-
ships you.
I'm so glad that I dressed for this occasion.
Mors and Xeno. Or Mors
Mors.
and Xena.
Mors and Xena.
Or- God damn
Is that big and tall and Xena?
Okay, now we need fan art of that.
Yeah. Time to commission some
Oi.
fan art.
Oy
Alright.
vey.
So you've taken off all your armor and are just wearing a bustier? Okay. Alright. So someone clip this, please, Amy. Just you've taken off all your armor and now you're wearing a bustier. Alright, so as you proceed into the woods and you continue into the vale ahead of you, it is going to be just the five of you. Farah rolling her eyes at you. Amalia and Tia strutting ahead toward the vale. And Xeno in the body of a woman wearing a bustier and an elven cloak, and Mars walking around in a male body, probably topless at this point, just to check
Oh,
out
yeah.
the abs and the pecs.
And the
And-
piercings.
And yeah, very pierced and very swimmer's bod. Like, I'm basically assuming that you kind of look like a tiefling version of Klaus from Umbrella Academy. Right? Like that kind of, like you got the swimmer bod, right?
Oh my god.
And then like, what blonde girl would Xeno be? Basically just be like a young
Gina?
Kate Blanchett.
Regina George.
No, I was gonna
you look
say
like Regina
like
George.
no. I always thought that the other one, Amanda Seyfried, is
Oh, yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
Amanda Seyfried is gorgeous. So as you walk toward the Vale, you walk toward the Vale and the rest of your adventure. And I think we're actually going to go to break real quick. We'll be right back after a bathroom break, everybody.
Okay.
See you in 5 minutes. Boop. There I am. Hello and welcome back to Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735, Season 2, Episode 33. Before we jump right back in, I did want to say real quick that I'm using this fantastic book called Monsters of Feyland for tonight, which is where I got a bunch of the ideas for like the fruits and bits and pieces that we've kind of incorporated into tonight, including the rainbow apple. And I just wanted to touch base on that real quick, everybody, because two of our players did change. Do we want to say gender? Like
Bodies. I guess.
Bodies.
I'd
Yes.
change. I'd say change presentation.
presentation. Yeah, that's probably the best way to say it. And I just wanted to say real quick that this is something that is very serious for a lot of people. And we're not doing that to ever. We're not trying to do anything like.
Make fun of or anything
Yeah, we're not
like
making
that.
fun of this. This is actually something that I would never use in a game normally if I wasn't with the cast that I'm with right now. Because everybody here is really open and honest about their gender expression and is really welcoming about it. In fact, this whole world we've built is based on a lot of like sex positivity and body positivity. So if you're watching for the first time, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that, or if you're listening for the first time, that you knew that we're doing this in good, supportive fun. And yeah, does anybody else want to say anything about that real quick?
Yeah, I mean, like, for me personally, it's like this kind of it's always been in the back of my mind for, well, not always, but especially since I kind of matured more as an adult and
gotten to a more accepting community and stuff as well. Like obviously, I'm wearing makeup right now.
Yeah, you wear makeup pretty often, actually.
I wear
And you
like,
look damn hot in it.
thank you. Yeah, it's like I am a cisgendered straight male, but at the same time, I wear makeup every day to work. I have argued with myself over my own identity for a very long time before I finally, settled on who I am now, and I'm very comfortable in that. But yeah, so yeah, it's definitely not a ha ha. This is just it's fun. It's it's insensitive and all that. It's
You're doing it from a place of love and personal understanding, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's
You know,
like
and-
we're all here for each other, and we're all here for you to chat. And if you're watching this later on in the future, like we
love
are
you.
very accepting people, and we love all of you.
Yeah, and I mean we have so many close friends, in the community, on all aspects of, identity and presentation, and we love you all. You're all amazing.
You're all
And
amazing,
honestly,
so.
if anything, we'd probably wish that this was a real thing. That anybody who felt differently than the body they were born in could change how they presented.
Yeah,
Just-
like
Or how
By
they
eating an
yeah.
apple.
yeah,
Oh, that would be so much. That would be so much.
That would be
cheaper.
so awesome.
without having to go to the doctor, without having to wait a year after being
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
To
hormones.
prove that you know yourself.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
What's that, Amy?
Oh, I'm just like without all the gatekeeping.
With all the gatekeeping, that'd be,
exactly.
Oh my god.
the
Yeah.
only gatekeeping would be at the grocery store.
Yeah.
That'd be so good. Like, oh man, Blog was asking in the chat who would take the apple, and especially like if it were known the duration of this apple. Oh hell yeah, I'd buy a 6-pack.
Yeah, right.
Like that's the thing. Like I'm not sure if I would need to know a duration.
I would
Yeah.
for clothing purposes
Hmm.
because that would get
I'd
expensive.
be on that as well.
Yeah, my t-shirts would be a little baggy, I think.
And I mean, I
maybe
like
not.
being a girl. I'd want to try it out
Mhm.
because as I said in the chat, I'd be very curious to know what it feels like to not have back pain from having a
It
chest.
also makes road trips a little more convenient when you just pull over to the side of the road. Just saying.
True.
That's true.
You don't need the cup.
Yeah, like I would be really interested in seeing the difference in perspective for
Yeah.
a lot of things. I would want to like see it firsthand so that I can properly like
Also, I'm always been curious how guys actually manage to walk.
that too.
Yes.
But like being able to be like, okay, well, like I'm a cis
side.
female, I'm very feminine, and so like I know what kind of things to expect, and unfortunately, like how society treats women or doesn't treat women. But I also want to see it from like the male perspective, so I can have a better understanding of what males go through on a day-to-day basis and what their expectations and everything like that.
It's weirder than you'd expect.
It's
Right.
it is.
But I wouldn't know.
It's a topic for a later time, I think. But
Yeah.
it's
That's true.
it's
Sure.
strangely hostile and boxed in a lot
Yeah.
of ways. But
And you're
looked
being
at differently
watched.
than women.
Yeah.
You're being watched for things that you're going to do that are bad, not watched because you're like a prize. It's really complex.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That
um,
sounds disgusting.
all right, let's hop back into generic fantasy setting.
But
As
yeah.
you make your way into the Vale, this area is pure magic. Everything around you is glittering and green, even in the darkness. And as you enter, a weariness begins to creep over you. I would like everyone here to make me a charisma save.
Ooh, I'm good at that one.
Okay.
A
Oh,
charisma
crap.
save. Oh
Charisma.
crap!
I'm good at charismas.
Oh god.
For some reason, I am not good at charisma, and I don't know why. I should be.
27.
10.
27.
Charisma is actually one of my proficient saves as a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what I have in charisma? 6, which means -2.
All right.
Luckily,
I
that
have-
balances out with a 4 proficiency bonus.
So give me your
sorry.
numbers.
18.
19 after my bardic inspiration dice.
Okay. Tia?
And
10? Mars?
26.
Holy crap. As
I
you
rolled
enter,
high.
yes, you did. As you enter this area, you can hear the sound of water flowing all around you. Overhead, there is a thick canopy of leaves that and vines and different bits of greenery that hug to the skyline like clouds made of ivy. Trees ahead of you have canals that have been shaped into their very trunks that water flows down into rippling pools. This area looks like a stone garden, but one that was fashioned out of living trees. As you approach, Tia, you are going to feel a little drunk, actually. That warm third drink kind of uncomfortable. And more than that, all of you are going to feel very safe here. This might be a good place to take a short rest.
Sounds good to me.
Honestly.
So, what are you doing as you walk into this glowing, strange, and strangely large? It's about the size of a football field.
We just don't feel like there's any danger here.
You don't.
Just
You
take
feel
a
pretty-
I don't know. Maybe we should try and still press on to that elf lady, just in case. I'd hate to be asleep once everything changed.
Everything's already changed a lot here.
What?
I mean,
I'm pointing at. Oh no.
Oh.
I was.
Are you drunk? Where'd you
No,
get the ale?
I don't know. I've been hiccuping all day.
Drew, it's been really funny.
The only time I stopped hiccuping was when that big scary guy shut up.
So maybe if you get scared again, it'll go away.
I'd rather not.
Also, Malia, you never wiped the stuff
what?
off your face.
What stuff?
Oh, the sprites drew all over your face.
Mars got a dick and so did you.
You have
Those are
3 of them.
asses. I'm just gonna wipe off the flat surfaces of her
I
face.
thought you just kept it because you liked it or something weird.
Where would I found a mirror?
I don't know.
That's
Note
why
to the GM.
I'd completely
Malia is going to try and find some charcoal at some point.
I'd completely
And
forgotten to tell
retaliate.
you, and it slipped my mind until right now, and it's
Sure.
how's your dangerometer looking? Is it bubbling?
I'll pull it out.
The water is relatively still.
Oh, it's nice here.
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna.
Ground
Oh.
looks soft.
I wanna
Xena's
take-
just gonna flop on the ground.
So is Tia.
I want to take a rest here, even if it's just for like I don't know, like an hour.
Wake me up in like 20 minutes. Oh.
Hey Mars, how are you liking your body?
Malia will sit and take watch.
Oh.
Farrell will curl
Actually-
next to Tia.
That's a good point. Did what pronouns are we using?
Well, if I'm gonna be frank, I still feel
Right.
like
Is your name to
myself.
Frank?
Yeah.
No. I meant plain and simple. I still feel like myself. I'm still Mars.
He's got a
Yeah.
deep voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got a
I mean, like
Sexy voice.
I'm still Xeno. I just look different and sound a bit different right now. That's all.
Checks
Yeah.
out. Checks out.
Okay, Frank, I'm gonna take a nap.
Please don't call me Frank.
Okay, Mars.
Thank you.
You still have a sexy voice.
Thanks.
Xena's voice is sexy too, just different.
Thanks, Farah.
She'll just nod off.
So we'll see ya.
With that, there's just the three of you up in the glen, or in the vale, I should say.
Is there a smell?
Yeah, actually there is. It smells like tea tree oil.
Oh, that like full on, or just like a hint of it?
Just a hint of it wafting on
Okay.
the breeze. It smells like eucalyptus. It smells like fresh plants and that crisp scent of broken cilantro stems.
And is there anything that's kind of like flowering, or is it just like field?
Right now it's a field of clover and moss. But as you're walking, you will actually see that little red flower buds will start to erupt under your feet.
Little red ones. I'll go and pick one.
It opens in front of you, and a small little puff floats out and up into the sky.
Ali is gonna keep the danger bubbles out on her knee.
Okay.
That's fair.
I think we should pick them up and move. There's something in this pollen.
Yeah?
Mhm. I don't think they're gonna wake up that easy. Come on, I'll take Farah and I'll hoist her up.
What?
Shh, it's okay.
I'm
Just
fine.
going-
I'm just sleepy.
Yep, we're just gonna keep moving.
Okay, fine. Okay. Tia, you are roused awake as well.
Tia, come on, let's go. It's already been an hour.
It has not been an hour.
It has been an hour.
It's been an hour.
You've been asleep for a while. It's time to head on now. Come on.
Lies and slander.
There's no lies and slander here.
There's lies and slander. All right. So where are you headed? Are you just going to try to make it through this?
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna try and wander through the field out to the other side.
I would like everyone here to make me a perception roll. Tia, you have advantage on this.
24?
24?
16.
16? Okay.
27.
Okay.
21.
Nat 20 on Farah.
Nice.
Nice.
As you are all walking, you will see that just ahead of you, about 30 meters, the strange and winding trees that stretch up toward the sky. There's someone sitting there. It's a humanoid. A ruddy-skinned man, actually. He's wearing a long scholar's robe with a hood just pushed back over his face. Next to him, and his brown robe, he's a fairly plain-looking man. Bit of a growth of a beard about his chin. He has a satchel laying next to him on the clover ground. It's teeming with books. In fact, they're stacked about 10 inches on top of it. All sorts of papers pinned down by a paperweight in the shape of a small gray dragon. And he writes in a huge tome spread over his lap that itself, the pages are almost 2 feet wide.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And he writes, occasionally flicking his eyes upward and looking ahead of him.
Farah.
What?
Books.
Look at that book. It's so big.
That's huge. You've come a long way out of your way, he says with a soft voice in common.
We really have, yeah. We're a long way from home. We're trying to get there.
You'll get back home. But it won't be as you remember it.
What do you mean?
You changed a lot of things. He looks up, and as he does, you'll notice that he's writing, and humans, it's quite dim in here, even with the incandescent glow. This is barely as much light as a candle, but he seems to have no problem. And as he looks up at you, he continues writing, without watching his hand. His lines remain perfect.
Skills.
Wow. What are you doing here?
I'm meeting a friend.
How long have you been waiting for your friend?
Not long. A while. I have so much work to get done, though. I don't mind waiting.
Have you been in the Fey Wilds for a while?
From time to time.
You leave and come back?
I travel. I travel where the stories take me.
Insight?
Please.
Get us home? I would also. It's insight.
Yeah. It's gonna be an unnat 20 for me.
Nice.
19 here.
There's something strangely calming about his presence.
28.
28.
I rolled 19.
Nice. You don't see anything malicious about him at all. He seems, honestly, more disinterested in you than anything else. But there is a level of curiosity there as well. He doesn't seem like he cares that you're there, I guess is what I mean to say. Although now that you are, you've piqued his interest for a moment. What was it like? Marisol. You fed the Terra engine with the eye. What was it like?
How do you know that?
No.
I'm trying to record the stories. Do you mind telling me?
Does this ring any bells? This sort of individual going around collecting stories?
Is he a
Is that-
god?
Done any lore? Like, yeah, basically.
You can make me a... That's kind of a leap, but okay.
We're in the Fey Wilds. Everything's weird.
That's true. You can make me a religion roll.
Cool.
Yeah, because that's Malleus first thought. Is like, is this a god?
I mean, we've dealt with like Zirthus, like,
Yeah, we have dealt with gods before.
or at least their servants. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was in our plane.
Yeah,
That's true.
This is the Fey Wilds.
anything can happen here.
We've had time turning backwards.
Yeah.
So 17 for religion.
17?
Yeah.
I mean, clerics of Thias generally go around recording the stories. They travel all over the world doing this exact thing.
Do they travel to other worlds?
I mean, some?
Maybe.
They'd have to be pretty ballsy clerics to go by themselves, right? Sometimes they create reading circles.
Unless it's just Thias himself, but that wouldn't make any sense.
True.
What does make sense here?
Nothing makes sense here.
You remind me of something.
And what would that be?
Well, the last ones who had your name.
We've been told that, actually.
It's interesting how time just cycles. Do you want to hear a story?
Dirk?
Yeah.
What story would you like to hear?
Oh.
I have so many. And he reaches down and across his lap and pats the stack of books.
What's your favorite?
They're all my favorite.
Oh. I was trying
The
to narrow
happy
it down.
ending?
What was the most difficult one for you to write?
No. No, you're not ready for that one.
How about one that was hopeful?
What happened to the dragons?
Which ones?
Um, do you...
I've got to pee. And she'll turn and walk away. She already knows. She doesn't think she does, but she does.
I don't get it. I don't know.
Your story is an interesting one. You've come a long way from nothing.
Yeah.
And you still have so many miles to go.
Yep.
At least we have a good time doing it.
It's
That is
interesting.
true.
All of this work and your story's not even halfway over.
What?
Thing.
So wait. You know that it's not even halfway over?
Of course it can't be.
Why couldn't it be?
You don't even have the other eye yet.
Do we get it soon?
You get it when you get it.
Why don't I try, okay?
Dramatic tension is necessary to keep the reader engaged.
That makes sense, actually.
If it were too easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Although, if you're interested, there are plenty of stories. You wanted to know what happened to the dragons.
I guess we are kind of curious.
Before the gods found Elos, the new gods, there were many, many gods that came before. The gods are like people. And also not. Gods have personalities, gods have motives, and gods have desires, but they're bound by the order of their existence. Were they not, they would be titans, primordials, creatures of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Over time, the gods became too involved in mortal affairs. They strayed. Gods of justice became gods of retribution. Gods of retribution became gods of vengeance. Gods of vengeance became gods of injustice. Time corrupts all, unless they're careful enough to keep their distance. Leave it to the firstborn, the dragons, to try to liberate the world. Or try to seize its power for themselves. They succeeded, but at a great cost. The few gods that remain are now shells of what they once were. Their personas stripped from them, they wander your lands as titans, the order fallen from their existences. You had quite the adventure at one of their monuments, did you not? The bridge.
Yeah. That was a heck of an adventure.
For their insolence, the elder dragons were cursed by the gods. Keep an eye out on her. No dragon can die. Oh.
Bad will happen if they do.
Perhaps it's hard to explain it simply. All things must die, but no dragon can meet death. For the boy refuses to meet those who slew his parents.
But she wasn't involved in that.
Unfortunately, the orphan has a long memory and much pain. He refuses to harm them with malice, but he refuses to extend to them charity. When a dragon dies, they stay. Forever bound into their bones.
That's horrifying.
So far, no god is brave enough to ask for that to be changed.
Are we gonna have to talk to a god?
Probably.
Is that our next thing? Are we gonna go find a god to barter with us?
I think we have to do a few more things before we get to that level.
Because right now we just get smited.
Tia Armstrong.
Yeah?
My quill is beginning to wear thin. I believe I saw a bit of sharpening stone laying in the vale ahead. Could you fetch it for me, please? It's a gray rock with a porous edge.
Veil? Is that the veil we're supposed to pass through?
This is the vale, but there, just beyond those bushes, I believe it was.
Insight? Does it seem like a good idea?
Sure, go ahead.
Sure. I rolled a 4, so that's going to be a 7 on the insight.
7 on the insight?
Yeah. This probably seems like a great idea.
It seems like a stranger quest, but sure.
Yeah,
Seems
why
like
not?
a pretty harmless guy.
Yeah, sure. I'll go search and see if I can find it.
Does anyone else have a story they'd like to hear?
How long have you been recording stories?
Today. Always today. In this land, it's always today and never tomorrow.
Weird.
For me, not very long at all. That's not a story. That's an anecdote. None of you want to know anything else.
No, I'd rather just live it.
Can I
And
investigate?
You will, Marisol. As you will. Tia, as you wander around the corner, make me an investigation roll. Actually, you know what? You have true sight, so
Do presently.
as you walk around the corner, the low mist that has begun to filter into the veil parts in front of you. And you will start to see that the fireflies are swirling around. And you're starting to notice the sound of life teeming through here. Rustling in the branches above, squirrels with myriad tails made of rainbow and gold.
Oh, great.
Birds, the size of butterflies, and butterflies the size of eagles, soaring through this glen. And there, not too far ahead of you, you'll see the rock that he was talking about, a porous stone that he could use to sharpen his quill. It's about the size of a large coin. It's next to a series of small bushes. But as you look at them, you notice that no, they're not. That's camouflage. A creature is standing ahead of you, about as tall as a man, its head bent over, digging through the underbrush. It's a deer, an immense one, with 5 branching antlers erupting from its scalp, each with a dozen points. As you look at it with your true sight, though, you see that it stands out from everything around it in stark relief. This being is color on the black and white of the rest of reality. And as you notice it, it notices you. And it raises its head slowly and opens a single eye in the center of its forehead. Gold ringed, but its pupil is black, blacker than black. And as it looks at you, its fur shivers, and 100 eyes begin to open along its fur. It stares at you, and through you. It takes a step toward you, and as it does, its legs pull apart like taffy, becoming 6-legged, 8-legged. The deer stretches, becoming a 12-legged. And that's when the area around you, the squirrels that leap overhead, hit the branches and turn into puddles. They cling to the undersides of the branches, stretching, becoming beehives that warp and give birth to dozens and dozens of flying, chitinous creatures. The butterflies stretch and grow, exploding into dozens of incandescent moths. The trees begin to shudder and grow fur and flesh. What do you do?
Oh no.
What do you do, Tia?
How far is the rock from them?
This thing is about 20 feet ahead of you. The rock is 5 feet ahead of you.
I'm gonna dart forward and grab it,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then get the hell out of there.
Can you please make me a con save, actually?
Ooh. Say 18.
18.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
Oy.
As you reach forward, you grab the rock. But as you pull back, there's a shudder. And above you, something falls
Oh no.
An acorn. It strikes the back of your hand. But it's like a rock being thrown into wet mud. The acorn embeds itself in your flesh and begins to sink into it. Would you like to use your inspiration?
Yes.
Sure.
You can use a different dice, maybe.
Did you use your bardic inspiration before? You did,
I did
right?
already. But I have an inspiration for the game, right?
Yes, you do.
Which I haven't used yet.
This is
Is
super
it another
creepy.
con save?
It is another con save, yeah.
20.
You got a 20 this time?
Yeah.
Okay. You are going to be able to just reflexively just pull it out.
Meh.
Does it tear, bleed?
It actually will start to ooze blood, and you'll see as your flesh starts to heal up, it actually fell into the bones of your hand. You'll actually see inside of the marrow of your third finger.
Oh!
No.
And then it'll start to, the flesh and blood will start to flood back in as if it were a riverbed.
Horrifying.
That is terrifying.
The creature looks at you.
Did I get the rock?
You have the rockets in your palm.
I'm sort of like, I'm going, bye.
Bye!
Behind you, you hear the sound of almost like a howler monkey scream. Like wind whipping through a gorge.
Oh my god.
And then suddenly, the deer erupts into hundreds and hundreds of different creatures.
No. I just yell out,
Beast
run.
form to change, and I don't think you can see me.
Sure, you can go ahead and
around
you
the
can
corner.
shift into a beast form.
Yeah, I don't know what's the fastest thing I can
Cheetah?
Cheetah.
Cheetah?
Okay.
possibly.
I need you to do me one more favor right
Yeah,
now.
what's that?
I need you to roll me one more save. This is going to be another con save.
You can do it!
And you
Dice,
want
please.
yeah.
Rolling. Oh. 16.
16? Okay, that's good.
Okay, good.
As you shapeshift into what, a cheetah?
Yeah, whatever we think is going to be the fastest. I don't want to pull up stat
You
blocks.
shapeshift, you rush forward, and you start to tear at the ground. It's only 40 feet away from where your friends are around this bend. You just have to get it there fast. And as you shift, you don't lose a beast form, by the way. Your dailies. This doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
You will shift into this form, and as your hand strikes the ground, claws will erupt out of it. The fur will come speckled and beautiful, soaring out of your flesh, and you will rush around the corner. For a moment, though, for that brief a second before you focused, your hand hit the ground and your claws started to spread, and you saw a scaly hide begin to shiver between your toes.
What?
As if you were turning into something else, a lizard. You almost lost the form for a minute, but then reclaimed it. You rush around the corner, and everyone else is just sitting around the corner, like, talking to the storyteller. Was anyone asking him anything? Tia's been gone for about 15 minutes now.
Oh, shit.
You know, I've been kind of antsy this whole time. Like, I wanted to keep moving, but, like, everyone's kind of like,
Can you all make me a will save, actually?
oh no.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
16?
So good. Really? Nice.
Yeah, and I
25.
don't add or take anything away from it.
Oh, don't worry, Tia. Mally, what'd you get?
25.
Okay, that was you. Sorry. You sounded like Amy in my ear for a sec. And Farah as an 18. Okay, so all of you are starting to get a little antsy. Was there any last thing that you were asking the storyteller?
No.
Not really. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Nothing about any character, anyone that's not yourself?
I mean, maybe about Lady Marine.
What do you ask?
'Cause what happened to her? I know she went to Fey Wyld, but
Lady Marine came to the Fey Wilds to look for an end to the curse that befell her people, that drove them from this land, to find a way to seal the wild hunt away forever.
Okay, accurate.
I take it she wasn't successful then.
The wild hunt is older than most things. It is slippery. It is cunning. It is canny. Undoubtedly, she will be their undoing.
What happened? Sorry.
But time is mercurial here. What did you say?
What happens when the wild hunt catches them?
There are some things that even I don't know. Nothing good. And at that, you will hear the sound of a cat ripping around the corner.
Yeah.
Kind of
And-
making yowling, growling noises. Spitting
Yeah.
out a stone.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. And he will begin to sharpen his quill.
She makes yowl of danger.
Malia will
You're-
look at the danger bubbles.
It hasn't bubbled once.
Oh my god, that was cute.
Nothing comes following her, right?
Nothing comes following her.
She is in a
you'll-
panic.
You'll hear the sound of a bunch of birds taking flight, and that's about it. And then as you glance over, actually, you will all see that coming from that side of the veil, there will be a large amount of life. Like snakes and frogs and
She
birds and
Gonna
deer. All are
grabs
going to just erupt out in every direction.
someone's hem, whoever's closest, and just start tugging. You're like, gotta go, let go.
Alright. I think that's our cue.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
Thank you. And good luck to you in your writing.
Enjoy writing your stories.
Malia is basically taking the line that be as polite as possible.
Enjoy living yours.
I will certainly try.
And he will continue writing. As you are leaving, can I get everyone to make me just a perception roll as you're hurrying out of there?
16.
This
16?
related to illusions or vision magic thing? Because I think
It
I
is not.
automatically.
It is auditory.
17.
Okay.
26.
If I'm a cheetah,
You have advantage on this.
think so.
You do.
Okay.
Oh, it's been a long day.
It has.
26.
26.
Woo, twinsies!
You will rush through the veil, moving around the area that you just came from, and all of you will hear him say, in a very, well, a very quiet voice that's obviously not meant for you. Ah, my love. You're so dramatic.
Wait,
Would you
what
like
did he
to hear
say?
a story? Ah, my love. You're so dramatic. Would you like to hear a story? And glancing... Do any of you look back?
Yep.
Yeah.
You will see that the veil is suddenly teeming with life of all shapes and sizes. All manner of creature is just going to start to roil and just pulse over where he is sitting, curling up on him, around him, avoiding the books, but just keeping just the barest bit of distance. Maybe a flank touching his leg slightly. And with that, you find yourselves outside of the veil. If anybody wants to, You can make me a religion roll.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. I love
have
my
no
religion
clue.
rolls.
13.
13.
No.
Amy, you can roll with advantage.
Yay.
I got 3.
3.
Yeah.
Mars?
5.
5. Okay.
That's
This is
an
some
11.
weird shit. This is what you get.
Yeah. Yep.
So
God.
13's your max?
Yeah, because I rolled a 10 that time.
Okay.
Although I
31.
fumbled the dice and it gave me a 20, but I guess fumble.
Farrah rolled a 1 because she doesn't know these people.
I
That's
used my
great.
inspiration die.
Nice.
I was like, I want to know. I want to know a thing.
You think it's the dumbest thought you've ever had. You're sure of it. There's no way. But your mind jumps back to the litany of the gods. And to the strange and beautiful love of Thias and Soph. The companions. Thias the ever-writing, Thias the god of knowledge and books, and Soph the howl of the waves, the goddess or god of changing nature.
Isn't she the triplet?
She is the third one between Nirn and Vela.
So she would not have been thrilled to have me and Mars there.
She generally doesn't care, as far as you know, with the role you have. One of the stories is that she tends to avoid her siblings. Because...
Well, that was my thought, was that having two of, like, essentially their clerics might bring...
Yeah, well, I mean, fair. The story goes that back in the early days when Vela and Nirn fought over everything and argued over everything and everyone, each of them grabbed their younger sister by her arms and pulled, trying to pull them toward them, to claim her, to claim them. And so much they tore her apart. Or maybe she tore herself apart to escape. And to escape her sisters, Soph hid in every creature,
Fragments.
in every wave.
I was definitely leaning towards this is a god.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I've been wanting to run that scene for quite a while for you, Amy.
Ah! Screams!
That was a
So many
horrifying
screams.
scene.
That was cool.
Well, gods of nature shouldn't be always natural.
That's
Terrifying.
I'm thinking Princess Mononoke here.
You very
Yeah.
well right. I mean, all things are natural. Like cancer is natural.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's good.
Mhm.
You know,
Too many
Yeah.
eyes.
too many eyes. A deer with 100 eyes is scary to me, and I hope it is to you too.
Too
Yep.
many eyes.
All
Eyes
right.
instead of spots.
But you didn't get that seed planted in you, which is nice.
That's good.
It
Any
was-
idea what it was gonna do?
Yes, it was going to cause many problems for you, but also give you some bonuses.
See, that would have been kind of cool, but
I mean, maybe you can get some other stuff now instead. So you got DC 19, so that was pretty good. You find yourselves pretty quickly, actually, outside of the realm of the Veil. And one moment. The night continues to pull backward. Your stealth spell holds. Oh wait, no, it vanished already.
it
Yeah, it
vanished
vanished
already.
already.
Yeah.
Tongue still holds then. And oh, actually, hold on. Let me roll this real quick. Nope. And nope. Mars and Xeno.
Yeah.
Both of you will feel a shiver run over your flesh. And you'll cough into your hand for a moment, eating an apple in reverse. Your clothes and
Oh.
bodies realign, and you're standing holding an apple. The apple's intact. Your bodies are back to their original configuration, but the apples are still there.
Whoa. I'm gonna put that in my bag.
I'm gonna put that in my bag.
Okay. Save it for later.
Yeah. Save me later.
Cats can get a little bit of rainbow apple as a treat.
I like it. I'm for that.
Fit to a tabaxi? I don't know.
All right. As you step out of the veil and onto the trail, the sound of shivering and burbling water and chirping insects surrounds you. And I want to say this really, you guys, that like having your stealth up for that long really prevented a lot of the worst things from happening, because you've gotten through the pretty much the easier stages of this area. So good for you.
Also, I'll let it be known that Xeno's gonna put his armor on.
Okay.
Good call.
You know what? You still looked good in the outfit.
Is Mars just shirtless? No.
Yeah.
Huh.
Everybody's seen a Mars. It's not a big deal.
That is true.
That's true.
They're still spectacular.
When did you get those piercings?
Oh,
Dogrun Bridge.
Dogrun.
Oh, right. You told us that at the spa. I'd forgotten.
Yeah, they're healed now.
Oh, yeah, I remember when you got those done.
Mm-hmm.
I was outside waiting for you.
What?
Remember we went to the market together, and you said, "Hold on a minute, I'm gonna go in." Yeah, I was outside waiting for you.
Yeah, it was the big ouch.
Yeah.
I thought they were supposed to feel good.
Eventually.
Okay, which way do we go now?
Are you thinking of getting some done, Farah?
I'm already made of gold. What else do I want?
That is very true.
I mean, what, I'm gonna get a septum piercing. What am I, a minotaur?
No.
No, but imagine some really cool stones.
Yeah, you could rock some nice piercings.
Like sapphires.
Yeah.
At least get your ears pierced.
Or do whatever you want. It's your body.
Thank you. I like my body just the way it is. It's perfect. Could be a little taller, but otherwise good.
Maybe you'll have a growth spurt. Hey, maybe you should eat the apple. Maybe. It's fine.
I'm comfortable as I am. I'm fine. I don't need a...
She hesitated.
I mean, if you want to be a bit taller, you could always just put a bit of a platform in your boots.
Yeah, that too.
I'm fine the way I am.
You just said you wanted to be taller.
We're just teasing. But yeah, what was the next way we were supposed to go when we got to here?
We were supposed to follow the river south through the Vale to the ruins.
Oh, let it be known that Tia's shifted back into a humanoid form before this, because she's talking.
Okay.
Looking for a monument and then towards the ruins of Islinor.
Well, from where we are, can we see any sort of monuments in the distance?
Actually, as oh, that's right. It was the true sight. So your true sight is still on to you. So in the darkness, you can see about 90 feet ahead of you, buried underneath a huge mound of vines, is a large shape. Mars, you'll recognize this as well. But Tia, you're going to actually be able to see through the darkness and make out that it is the head of an elf, carved into granite.
Do you think a carved elf head would be a monument or an indicator of where we're trying to go?
I would imagine so. I mean, that sounds like a pretty monumental thing.
Sounds like a statue of some sort.
Yeah.
Over there. Just
Generally what
under
a
the-
monument...
Over.
Those are generally referred to as monuments to something or other.
Yeah. And I mean, with the history that elves seem to have in this place, it would make sense for there to be a an Elven Monument
Yeah.
in disrepair.
You continue toward it.
Yeah.
She's pointed it out and been like, yeah, just over there. She'll walk over.
The head is bisected at the cheek, cutting one of its ears completely off and down through the jaw. It lays on that severed cheek with its singular lengthy ear snapped in half and the broken part pointing upward toward the moon.
Is the statue itself like pretty pristine, or is it aged in some way, like a lot?
It still has facial features, but you can't recognize exactly. It's whatever it was once upon a time beautiful. It's impossible to tell whether or not it was carved with a gender in mind. It just kind of represents that androgynous elven beauty.
Okay.
But the craftsmanship on this is intense, actually. But the thing that catches you the most off guard looking around, this statue is probably just a little under 30 feet around, or at least it would have been, the head. There's no body anywhere nearby.
Huh. And that's a big statue. That would have a fairly substantial body.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second.
Which-
Oh, can I like? Are we close up to it now?
Mhm.
Can I go up and like dig and see if the body might be underground
Sure, you can.
to see if it's just covered? Yeah.
Make me an investigation roll.
That's a 22.
22? Okay. So as you dig around in the earth, you're going to find pretty quickly that there's no body under here.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like it was... Glancing around, you'll actually see that there are a number of small lakes in progressively getting larger as they reach where this is landed.
Mhm.
Each, well, lake, I mean pond, I guess, probably, is a better example. You think that this was skipped across the horizon. But as you're digging, you will find... let's see. You will find... Sorry, I'm pulling all of the things that are bad. You will find that there is a small box buried underneath this statue.
Okay. I'll dig it out.
Sure. It's about the length of a scroll case made of petrified wood.
Is it locked or just like clasped shut?
It is locked. It has a small silver lock of incredibly intricate design with filigree leaves carved into the actual locking mechanism itself.
Can I try to break it open? Or like,
Sure.
yeah?
You can. Go ahead and give me a... Now here's the deal. You will need to give me a lockpicking roll.
Yep.
However,
Sleight of hand?
yes. Well, it's actually use tools. So you're
Use-
using your thieves' tools. I believe you took that as an expertise.
Yes.
So you may go ahead and roll.
And can I use my inspiration?
Yes, I would.
19. And then if it's a thieves' tool, it's dexterity?
Yeah, it's one of your dex skills, and if it is your expertise, it would be your dexterity plus 8 at this level. Or no, your dexterity plus... Yeah, plus 8.
Let me just double check because this is going to be a nice number. So I rolled an 18 and then plus 12.
So 30.
Yeah.
Mars fools around with this for a moment, and then there's a monumental...
Got it.
3 different locking mechanisms will open with a twist of your picks. And as this opens, cold air is going to rush out away from your face. And you'll find that there's a few things in this box. There's a signet ring.
Signet ring, okay.
Carved out of mithril.
Mithril.
A pair of deep leather gloves.
Deep leather?
Like a deep black purple. They're fingerless.
Okay.
And a small roll of paper with a note that is a note written in Elvish in a flowing script. The paper's very brittle.
I'll call over to Xeno and be like, hey, can you read this for me?
I will come over and take a look at it.
Cool. And I put on the gloves.
Sure, you put on the gloves.
Do they fit? Are
they
they big?
fit perfectly, actually. And as soon as you pull them on, they're actually quite tight to your hands, in that sized to fit you.
Ooh. Nice. Anything I should write out of character for those guys?
Yes, those are gloves of thievery. They give you a +2 on your already obscene lockpicking roll.
Two.
And they do not require attunement.
I was going to ask that too.
Yep.
Everyone's favorite magic items.
You're right.
Yeah,
Like the braces of archery are the same, right? Or is that attunement?
They're attuned.
Yeah, it's the damage difference right there.
Yeah.
Looking at the note,
Nice.
it's a really simple one that says, there's only one more thing that I have to do. I hope that you can get this to the prince.
Hmm?
And it's signed with a letter, an A. Looking
How-
at the... Sorry?
How old does it look?
Quite old. Like, it's crumbling as you're reading it.
They're written in Old Elvish.
Is there such
Yeah.
thing as like Old Elvish and New Elvish?
Not
Probably.
really. Elves are too dickish for that.
That's true.
Because I mean, if it's old enough that it even
Oh.
has like distinct differences, even by elf standards, then it's old.
It's it's Old Elvish, and there are a couple of extra E's.
Mm.
Yeah.
Forsooth.
So it's old.
Quite old.
Hmm.
The signet ring there looks quite valuable.
Yeah. Is it a is it a design that I recognize?
It's an Elvish design. You don't recognize the symbol at all, though.
Do you know?
Do I recognize the symbol at all?
You can make me a history roll.
I put it on my finger anyways.
It feels like
Safekeeping.
a ring.
Yeah, cool. It's just safekeeping.
17.
17? It's definitely valuable. You'd have to double check it. You know it's one of the Elven noble houses. You think it's one of the noble houses of the Drow,
Oh.
but you could be wrong. It could be of the Sea Elves,
Okay.
actually. Yeah. No, the Tritons? That's weird.
Wild.
Yeah, it really is.
Mm. Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, I do, because yeah.
Have they not been around in a while?
History?
Kelly.
Tritons? Yeah, no, the Tritons are around. They're one of the 4 Elven nations.
Okay.
They live underwater.
Do I know anything about them?
Is it weird for
Probably
it to
not.
be
History?
here?
So what you would know is that all of the elves went to Elos from the Fey Wyld. When they did, they came basically as a lot of different stories, but they didn't all come at once. They kind of spread out when they hit there, which is how their differences are so pronounced. because of thousands of years of like living underground, or living in the woods, or living in towers and lording over humanity, or living under the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Xeno's family's dealt with sea elves before, I believe.
There are quite a few sea elf cities just off the coast of Thestral.
Hmm. So I will, I will bring that up. That but my family's dealt with this family before.
That's interesting.
Could be worth quite a bit of gold.
Oh.
Or they might be very happy to get it back.
Well, let's hold on to it for now, and then we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Sure.
All right. Can I get a... Actually, you know what? Passive perception. Malia, as they're talking, your dwarven nose is going to catch the scent of a fire. It smells like a campfire in the distance. Down to the south, which you reckon is probably that direction.
Which way were we supposed to go after the monument?
Ruins?
It just said go past the monument to the ruins. So I'm assuming keep going south.
Or the southerly-ish direction.
Yeah.
And the caterpillar did also say just keep following the river.
I think there's a campfire over there. Certainly smells like one.
Should be going.
We want to see if they're friendly?
Do we
I
think
mean,
the blue lady is
may as
marine?
well.
I mean, it's tickled at my mind. Marine, blue.
Was Marine an elf?
Yeah.
Marine.
And Pit Marin was human, which is why it was
Oh,
so
yeah,
sad
that's
that he
right.
waited for her and he died doing it.
Yeah.
If she was in the Fey
Why we
Wylds.
gave the portrait, the painting.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like my family. My mother's the elf. My father's the human. That's how I ended up with a Z in my name instead of an X.
That how? Interesting.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the X is more elven, the Z's more human, but my mom figured, well, she'd take pity on the human side of the family and let my father have something. So that's how I got
generous.
the Z. I know, right? My family's so
Wow.
generous. Let's go investigate the campfire.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do
let's
that.
go take a look. We'll just be quiet.
Stealth roll?
Yes, I would love that.
Uh-oh.
And now, okay, so this is just flat. Oh god, I love my stealth bonus. 24.
27.
12.
Oh no.
That one.
No.
Oy vey!
I roll with disadvantage. It was a 4 or a 1.
And Farah got a 7, so... Alright.
Team stealthy
As-
stealth.
As you're approaching, you find your way working through the long grass of this area. And in the darkness, you see that there's something in front of you. As the smell of the fire gets stronger, you will notice that there is... It looks like another bit of canopy of wood. Or maybe a mountain ledge. But as the moon continues to reverse toward dusk, and the horizon begins to lighten with the setting sun of the previous day, you see rays shine down on the vine-encrusted walls of a marble city, its walls broken and stretched out in front of you. In the dim light, you can see that just inside of the front gates, shattered aeons ago, is a small fire smoldering.
I think we're here.
I smell food.
Oh, food.
Food
You
is
smell-
good.
You smell roasted pig.
Oh my god. Food.
Smells good.
Glancing over, about 50 feet ahead of you is that fire, and on top of it is a large boar on a spit.
Is there
I
anyone
will
around?
keep moving forward. Sneak, 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 sneak.
Clank,
Around.
clank, clank.
She thinks she's sneaking.
Oh, Malia.
She thinks she's being stealthy.
You know the sound of pots and pans banging together?
It's just like hat.
It's funny, I was just commenting on that, watching Lord of the Rings, how Samwise has like these pans hanging off the back of his pack, and when he falls down a ledge, he's like a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How close are you getting to this?
Close enough that I can see if there's anybody nearby.
Can I check for traps?
Absolutely.
That's not too bad. 19.
19?
Mhm.
Okay. There are actually a few traps around it. There's a tripwire set up just in front of the gate with a number of animal bones dangling off it, ready to strike a bit of metal. It's like an old Gar's helmet.
Wait, Malia. Tia. There are some
Freeze in
traps.
place.
There are some traps. There's a tripwire. And I'll just like point it out.
I will step over it carefully.
Okay. You will easily step over it. And as you do, Malia, you are going to hear a very familiar sound. It's the groaning of a bowstring going taut.
I'm guessing it's to one side of me.
It's above you, actually. On the wall, a figure dressed in a gray cloth that blends perfectly in to the stone of the ruined gate is squatting, with a bow drawn and pointed directly at your head.
I'm gonna knock 3 arrows and point it back at this archer person.
Cool. You are going to hear a rustle in the bushes next to you,
Oh no.
Granted.
and a similar thing as a guy standing right behind you.
Tia's just gonna raise her hands and say, "We come in peace."
Parlay.
We're looking for the
Friendly?
blue lady.
You're saying that in common, right?
Well, Xena
Dude.
has tongues,
Oh, that's true. Your tongues are
so
still active.
everybody will
Yeah.
understand both him and me.
And Tia's just speaking in common.
I just say parlay.
I'll lower my bow as
The
I
one-
say that.
The one who's squatting up on the edge of the gate is going to keep one eye at you, lean back, and howl.
That's not terrifying in the slightest.
Actually, it's not as terrifying, because as he does and the rays start to illuminate the side of his face, you'll see the elongated muzzle of what appears to be a golden retriever.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, you're
Behind-
Canine!
It's a
Behind
good boy.
you, you can hear the sound of, or you can smell the wet fur of a sheepdog.
Good boys.
And girls. The one behind you growls.
We're
yeah,
we're
that's fair.
Canine!
Canine.
we're allies. We're friends.
Well, I mean,
In Elvish, the one on the gate will say, "That remains to be seen."
what was the name of the good girl that I helped give birth?
Oh.
Again, I've forgotten her
It's so
name.
long.
It's in my notes. Hold on.
That was a while back.
I know, it was so long ago.
And wasn't there one named like Wesker or something like that? The studious one.
Weston. Or
Yeah.
Weston. No, because
Yeah, Weston was the studious one. He was the one that I spent that Xeno's
Oh,
been
that's
most
true.
of his time around.
Yeah.
As you are there under... actually, this is important for you to have. Sound this was only 2 months ago in game, so just one moment.
Oh yeah, I guess in game it's not long ago, but for us it's really
two or
long.
It's like
three
a
months.
year.
So it was Nadia.
Lydia.
Nydia, Warwick, Bellix, Rudiep, Rory, Dita, and Mardoon was the evil one.
Do you know Nadia?
Who are you?
Malia?
Zeno.
Yeah.
We helped Nadia and her group.
Why are you here?
We're looking for the blue lady.
Honestly, we're trying
Honestly,
to just get
we
home.
jumped through a portal and it ended up here, and we're trying to get home.
Mm-hmm.
There was a temple collapsing, which is why jumping through a strange portal made a lot of sense.
Which, if you're here, is the blue lady, Lady Marine.
As you are saying that, you will see a figure round the corner, dressed in a long blue gown and blue hooded cape. And you'll hear a crisp voice. Jumping into a portal out of a temple.
It was collapsing.
Edicon sent us there.
Yep.
He did, the old fool. Well, I guess you survived. So nothing
Kind of.
ventured, nothing gained.
Precisely.
Right?
That.
That's what we do.
Yep. Literally.
As
Yep.
she walks forward, she will push her hood back, revealing a radiant elven woman with chestnut-colored hair cascading all the way down her back. I'm Marine of Oslian. Who might you be?
Nothing ventured.
The new iteration.
We're Nothing Ventured Volume 2.
The next generation.
Malia Sunsworn.
Xeno
Yeah,
Right Wing.
The pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. We've heard much about you.
You're an elder dragon. Yeah? And you? We probably have a lot to talk about.
Probably.
Come inside by my fire. Then we'll talk
Malia
about how
will
to get you home.
Malia will start chatting about Nadia and how she had absolutely adorable puppies and
The puppies.
yada yada yada.
And as you begin nattering away about that, she leads you inside into her study camp. And we'll fade out and call game there.
Sounds
Ooh, that
good.
was fun.
That was good.
All right, so that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I tried to keep this one pretty loose, and because it's the Fey Wyld.
Yeah.
But with that incredible roll before, you bypassed all of the trees that would have tried to eat you. You explored gender roles. Like, you did a lot of fun stuff this game.
We did.
That was
And
great. I was
you-
kind of thinking from the very beginning when you mentioned the blue lady. I was like, Lady Marine? Lady
Yeah, I
Marine?
haven't been-
Lady
I
Marine?
haven't been leading into this one for quite a while.
Awesome.
So yeah, you guys finally get to meet another member of the starting party.
Yes.
Yay! Nothing
Stars.
Ventured Volume 2.
Volume
Although I'm
2.
partial to the next generation. So,
She is starstruck, just like.
Wow.
She's pretty dope. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good time tonight watching, and next session's going to be a little more action-packed.
Okay.
We are either 1 or 2 episodes away from season end.
Whoa!
Yep.
And
You guys
season
are-
end is when we get those new perks, right?
It's next season. You get some of them. It depends what you get. It depends what you do. You'll be getting them individually.
Okay.
So each one of you has got to earn it.
Oh man, I hate having to earn stuff.
I hate having to earn things. I know. Anyway, so thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Generic Fantasy Setting. If you are watching right now and you haven't followed or subscribed, it really helps the channel to boost our numbers and it makes us feel good, so please do that. If you want to support the channel, we always appreciate visits on our Patreon if you have a couple of extra bucks. If not, not a big deal. But if you do have a couple of bucks, but you don't feel like going to Patreon, this month on the 22nd and 23rd of August, we are doing Extra Life. It is a charity event where we play tabletop games in order to raise money for sick kids. Right now, we're in the middle of the COVID pandemic, and sick kids need money more than ever, and we're doing what we can to help them out. We've already raised quite a bit of money, almost $1,000 US before the event, and we'd love a few more dollars to go toward that. So go to extralife.org and just look up Dork Tales. You should be able to find us pretty easily.
Yeah.
Or check our website because we'll have a bunch of stuff posting in the near future. And come back because we are running 3 role-playing games on the Saturday and Sunday of those 2 days. And we'd love to have
3
you there.
games per day.
Per day.
Not
That's
total. Per day.
Right.
So 6 total.
And I am very excited because for the first official time on the channel, I'm not going to be the only one running games, so I might as well just mention it here. I am running 2 games a day because Amy has volunteered to run a game on the Saturday, and another member of the channel, Camille J. Kerfuffle, is going to be running a game on the Sunday.
Ooh, good job, guys.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of
Nice.
fun. And I actually get to play for a change, so that's going to be really great. I have spent so much money on face paint already. Anyway, we'd love to have you there. And of course, we'll see you next Wednesday for another episode of Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735. Remember, everybody, nothing ventured.
Nothing
gained.
Good night, everyone.
See you next time.
Bye.
Thank you.